everybody knows your name. Laughter fills the air like a sweet refrain. Sit and share a story, but I drink or two. In this cozy bar, where dreams come true, where smiles and friends remain, and good times ease the pain. Here we go again.
Hello, hello. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you let me know? And that'd be just swell. Mandy, the hat, the famous hat, thank you. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Is everything on? Is everything on? Is there everything on? Light, camera, microphone, Dukey, chat. Keep thinking there's something else missing. If there is, there is. Doesn't matter, does it? Don't matter. It doesn't really matter. Can't say it matters. Oh, lighthouse. Christmassy tree on. Yeah, that's it. Sorted, I think. Just feels like there's something else missing. Nah. Number one, with a crown, of course. Turellement. Good spot that though. I think I need to have a bit of a rethink, don't I, about what's happening in the background. Although I quite like the dark with the orangey tint. I quite like that. I think it works fairly well. It's not too bright, it's not too mad or anything. Quite like that. Just switched off. Oh, it's back on again. Oh, it's off again. Oh, it's back on again. Oh, you switched off, or... Yeah. I quite like it though. There's I don't know, there's a vibe, isn't there? I think there's a vibe in the background. It works quite well. You were going for the volume and you switched off. All right. So it wasn't just done out of a fit of pique. This'll show him. Schmoolage. Hit the off instead. Terrible behaviour. Terrible. So I sat here on my own. How can you do that to me? How can you do that? Disgraceful behaviour. Oh man, I've had no time whatsoever to do anything. I haven't had a nap. I haven't managed to do the tech gallery. That's all still on my phone. I need to sort that out sometime this week. If you hadn't have said anything, I wouldn't have known either, to be honest with you. I wouldn't. Or it would have come to me like 20 minutes before the end of the stream. Yeah. Yeah, not been able to do anything. I recorded something this morning in the car. I've not even bothered editing or doing anything with it. Just so exhausted, man. The sky is white on the horizon. Out there, is it full of cloud? I had a look earlier on. It said it was going to be cloudy all the way up to about 9 o'clock. Then there might be a little bit of sunshine. And I thought, is that going to be good enough to go down the front and do a sunset stream? Or by the time I get there, will the cloud have just got double or treble what it is now? I can't see the horizon in any direction. I can't see it. Because I'm in the middle of a chain reaction. No, I'm on a housing estate, despite the fact that most of the places, well, beyond this street, most of that part of the estate is bungalows. Even them, you can't see over them. which is bizarre. But you can, can't you? Apart from the fact that there's a massive, great mountain range in the middle of a lot of it. Low blanket to heavy cloud, which is a ball ache. See, there's a bit of brightness out there, but yeah, I don't know when the next decent day is going to be for the sunset stream. It needs to be fairly warm as well. It can't just be freezing cold yet. It needs to have a decent one where it's a nice, partly cloudy evening but warm. Next week maybe, or the week after, is that? The weather looks like it's going to take a turn for the better at some point, despite the fact that this really does feel like autumn. No chance of meteor spotting tonight. Unfortunately, not by the look of it. Let's have a look. We'll check the weather. See, I would say no, given what it looks like from 11 o'clock onwards till 5 in the morning, and at that point it's too late. So, no meteors tonight, unfortunately, according to that. Next Thursday for me. Esther, how are you doing? You alright? Next Thursday what? Next Thursday it's going to be warm or uncloudy? Uncloudy? Is that a thing? Is that even a thing? Uncloudy? Can you uncloudify? It's not working. What's not working? Esther, what's not working? Am I not working? I should be working. I only finished working about 7:30. No more work. Tired. There's a super low pressure on the Gulf Stream heading in. Is that a good sign or a bad sign? Does that mean there's going to be more cloud? With the warmth, does the cloud come? I can't work it out. My head's gone westlar. My head's gone westlar. Hang on. Hi. We'll throw a hi in there from Twitch. Just to let it think that there's people actually there. Bad wind and rain. Bad wind and rain. Ball ache. But I should have brought my thing with me, shouldn't I? To show you. I found the door on my GoPro, which means that's now waterproof. So I can use that outdoors, but I did end up buying the DJI Action 4 because I got me refund on the tax. It was 200 quid, and it means I'll be able to take it to the match with me. It's only a small action cam, but it's the same sensor as the Osmo Pocket 3. So the videos that you see in the car of a morning are on the Osmo Pocket 3. This thing it's bigger and smaller at the same time. It's a chunk, but I can stick it in my pocket out the way. I can stream with it, I think, if I connect it to my phone. It's waterproof. If I'm going to be recording while I'm down the front, I don't mind getting snow, rain, wind, hail, nothing, because that'll be alright. So hopefully I don't have to have the handle with it, which I do with the Osmo Pocket 3, and the extra battery handle, which makes it quite big. This thing is just on its own. I can have a little slim battery pack that I can keep in my arse pocket. So hopefully I should be able to get some decent stuff this season. The season ticket come through today. I've downloaded it onto my phone. This means it's about to start. The season is literally about to start. That's what happens normally. You get your season ticket and that's when the excitement starts. So today, you know what I mean? It's almost there. High equals high mood. Stream wasn't working. Don't know if it's up to date now or you're behind. Put it on a stick, carry it at ankle height. I've got it on a stick. I could have put it in the water. I was using that. That's what I filmed on Ainsdale Beach. I used a new camera, which is waterproof. I could have put it into the sea. Next time I go there, I will put it in the sea. I've got a little selfie stick, extendable selfie stick, so it's not really overly big, but it's quite good, I think, anyway. Just the fact that it's waterproof. The picture that you get out of a GoPro is not the same as you get out of a DJI. DJI are much better. Much, much better. So I'm quite happy carrying it around with me. Don't care if it gets wet. The Osmo Pocket 3, I am in slight worries about taking it anywhere with me. Not in the sea, at sea level. No, you can put it in the sea, it's waterproof. It's actual waterproof. Down to 10 metres, which is 33 feet, isn't it? And who in the right mind needs to go any deeper than 10 metres with a camera? I mean, come on, what are you playing at? You think the stream is behind. Have you tried going off it and then going back on? Have you tried forcing an unexpected reboot? You can go off it onto someone else's video and then come back on and hopefully it catches up. It does that sometimes. But yeah, it's in my front room. I should have brought it with me and showed you. But I tried to... quick taps on right of screen should bring you up to date. Oh, it's okay now. Yeah, that's another thing. You can pause it, press play, and then click on skip to live as well. That could do it. It's okay now. It's okay, the new. Good. Yeah, so... have I uploaded anything else? The last couple of videos, I think, were they on that? You should be able to tell it's a slightly wider, I think, a slightly wider shot in the car, so there's more of the car in it, which looks alright, to be honest with you. It's a really good quality camera, really cheap as well, considering what you get. But I'm definitely, next time I go to the sea, it's going into the sea to check it. And then if it breaks, I'm going to write to DJI and say, you told me I could do this and you failed. It's going to be sound. Now it's waterproof. Fully waterproof. But my GoPro, which is also waterproof now, I don't care about leaving that outside. So if I need to do a time lapse during a storm or something, I'm not arsed, I'll leave it outside. I can hide it. I can put it upstairs out of one of the windows and just leave it there. Let it film for about an hour until it goes too hot and then shut itself down. But there should be enough footage to get at least some decent video. Is there a graphic for gadget talk, Mandy? Is there a graphic for gadget talk? What can we have for gadget talk? Mr. Gadget. Waterproof or water resistant? Waterproof to 10 metres. Not water resistant. Waterproof. When you have a look at it, there's a lens on the front that you can unscrew, and it's got the rubber seals. Everything's got rubber seals around it, so it's really good. They are actually waterproof. You can take them underwater. You can go swimming with them and all kinds. Yep. Let's not get on to gadgets, because I've got too many to hand. Far too many to hand. I like gadget talk though, because at least it makes you aware of what I'll be using soon. But that whole thing about getting that camera, I thought while I had to spare a little bit of cash, I will need it for going to match. I took me Osmo Pocket 3 with me quite a bit last season. It's not as rugged as the action cam, so the action cams are so much better for doing this kind of thing. Hopefully this season I'll be able to get better. And the DJI mic pairs to it automatically. I don't have to stick anything in with the the GoPro. I would have to use something that plugs into it, which makes it unwaterproof. Whereas I can take this with me, just switch my mic on and then go and do a bit of filming. It's good. I quite like it. I want to try and get more footage from Goodison, from the Hill Dickinson this season. A bit more what goes on the way to the match, because it's going to be brand new for me as well. You might find it interesting, you might not do. Even if you're not interested in football, go into a brand new stadium and seeing what it looks like, being by the river. It's a gorgeous place to go just for a wander around. So it should be interesting, the first one at least, but beyond that, should be smart. You only know waterproof mascara. Now, waterproof cameras have rubber seals in them so the water can't get in. And I've seen people with GoPros in the past, waterproof GoPros, on surfboards. And when they fall off, they're under the water. The filming is amazing. Paint to remove it, it's like super glue. Any ideas for a graphic for it? As it could have been Inspector Gadget, but I think that might throw up a little bit of a copyright issue. I'll think of something and get back to you. You think of something as well. You're always good at ideas. It could be me. It could be cartoon me with a camera, couldn't it? How about if I do that? Cartoon me. Camera, click, flash. Me flashing on the screen now. Yeah, water resistant means it's okay if you get caught in a little bit of a sprinkle of rain, and then put it in your pocket. Waterproof means you can actually stick it in the water. Steve-o, how you doing? Bears are being very busy with a gadget. The bears like a gadget. Oh, it's Wednesday tomorrow as well, isn't it? So, no, it's Wednesday today, isn't it? It's Thursday tomorrow. I don't know what day it is. It's Thursday tomorrow, yeah. Which means that Horace will have to stay where he is because people get in the back of the car on Thursdays. And I don't really want to be explaining. Can you just move up and don't sit on me bear? Here I am, sore it was. Yep. Hello to Helen, the Norfolk correspondent, doing remarkable work in the field. And our Ruby Roo. The lurkers, there must be lurkers. There's always lurkers. Where's the lurkers? Are die lurkers shaken or working? There's definitely lurkers around. Elsewhere. Waterproof camera needed. And yeah, I went to the actual sea and the tide can be... It's not really high where I am. Southport and Ainsdale's not overly high. When it is, oh my word, you know it's high. Because it comes in over the sea wall. I am live streaming, so it's definitely Wednesday. Or I've taken ninjas to a new level. Ali, oh. Piggly dinged, on you go. Yeah. It does come in. It comes in further than I showed. If you have a look next time, you have a look at that video. As I was walking where the ice cream man was, there's a load of wooden posts. That's what you've got to park this side of them. Otherwise you can lose your car kind of thing. So it does come further in Ainsdale. I should go there more often because that was really good for me, me walking. Walking on soft sand was really, really good for me. Tired me and my legs are sore, but it was good. And I'm not going to hit my target today, am I? Oh, hello, spin. We have a Janksy Jungle juice. So it is. A nice soft drink to start off. With a rose, a red rose as well. Shove up with Ryan. Very nice. More drinks should come with a rose, shouldn't he? Take your shoes and socks off next time. Mandy, it is not that kind of stream. This is not a Trotters OnlyFans. Thank you very much. Free pedicure. That was what was happening over in Cuba. Those little fish that like to eat things off you. Imagine Johnny Vegas in that ice cream bag. Oh, what are we on? What are we on? What are we on? Coffee. Oh my god, the coffee is adorable. Joey, how you doing, bud? You seeing Cyndi Lauper tonight? Is this, you going to a concert or is this a date? If it's a date, give her one for me, mate. Stick a vodka in it and give her a stir. Is that Cyndi Lauper as well, or is that your drink? Coffee. Oh, speaking of which, this is not coffee. Lovely stuff. Or just having a good scratch there, up against the scratching post on the dookie. There's your coffee. Lovely stuff. You're right near sore, brother, and that you're all good. Oh, rest it up, Steve-o. Rest it up, man. Girls just want to have fun. No, they don't. That's a load of bollocks. They want everything. They want the moon on a stick is what they want. Going to see it in concert. Oh, good stuff. I've not seen her live. I've seen a few videos of her live, and she always seems to give a really good a good show of herself. Gets really wired in there. Played the Pierhead in Liverpool, a John Lennon tribute concert years ago, and she sang Working Class Hero, which was brilliant. Her version of it was superb. Thank Christ the left one's okay. Exactly. How old is Cyndi? She's 72. This is the farewell tour. Man, I did not realise she was 72, man. She's only a year younger than my parents. Say what? You only like one song of hers, I Drove All Night, which is a a Roy Orbison song, isn't it? There's a problem with that song, though, when you actually listen to it and listen to the words. It's a little bit, you should go to jail for it, if that makes any sense. You know what I'm saying? Men shouldn't be driving all night to creep into women's bedrooms and things like that. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? There's there many of you going. There's going to be thousands. I bet you there's going to be thousands there, Ali. Trust me. Damn, you wish you hadn't asked. Always ask the question. But if it's a farewell concert as well, you've got to go, haven't you? Anyone's farewells, if you can, go and watch. You won't get another chance to see them. There's a few that I missed out on, that I was gutted. But then I made sure, the likes of Peter Gabriel, seeing him, and U2, seeing them. So no matter what happens, they're ticked on my list. I've seen them before they finished off. Every song, That's Why You Like Us. Eerie song, sorry, That's Why You Like It. Time After Time is your favourite. That's a haunting ballad, isn't it? Much better than Girls Just Want to Have Fun, but let's face it, you're going to have something that immediately captures the zeitgeist of the 80s. It's going to be that one. Everybody jumps in, don't they, straight away? Everyone knows it. Time after time, as Ali would call it. It's a great tune, man. Just you and Jimmy in your group. Kim and Nikki didn't really want to go. It's mostly for you. Always love Cyndi Lauper, plus tickets are on Vetix. Or Cyndi Lauper, sorry. Whatever one you call it. What's she calling herself this week? Not Rock Shandy for a start, I know that. Although Rock Shandy is a good name, isn't it? Could be a good Western name now. The sheriff rounding up a posse to go and try and find Rock Shandy because he's been up to no good. Been robbing the mail train and stuff like that. Makes sense, doesn't it? You'll have a great time, you will. And Rock Shandy, perfect. Perfect. I'll stick with me dolphin-friendly Earl Grey. The almond milk and one sweetener. What more can you ask for? Oof, yes. That is a good cup of tea. I haven't had a beer for ages though, have I? Mainly because the weather's not absolute shite. Yes, cloudy. It wasn't cold this morning either, but it definitely felt like it wasn't summer anymore. Gutted this morning. I even had to turn the air conditioning off and a little tiny bit of warmth in when I picked Jess up. Although she was only in for a short day today, Jess. In at 10, finished at 2. So I had a lie-in and I feel knackered as a result. I am convinced what works best for me is getting up about 7 and then having a nap about 9. Not a fan of the rest of her stuff though. She seems a fun person, she does, yeah. She acted as well together with Fran Drescher, but you can't remember what it was. Ali, did I send the pictures you sent earlier? No. I don't want to get kicked off the stream. I'm only joking. I'm going to put them all together. Ali-o. I meant to do it early, but I've had no time whatsoever. I'm going to get everyone's tech pics and then going to stick them all together in one little video, I think. Because it'll be good. I like that. I was buzzing off that the other night. I was Jess and a friend. Jess had a driving license. Had a driving lesson with me dad. And he said everything went all right. She wasn't nervous or worried, and he took her down the coast road, which is where she ended up. Partly why she ended up failing a test on that road. So he took her on there straight away. He said, "Come on, we're going to sort this out now." And it's driving at like 50 miles an hour as well, so it's not going slow. And she did great. I think her mate's all right as well. She had a slight bit of bruising, and I think she cut the inside of her mouth. Must have bit herself while she went over on the car. But she's all right as well, so that's the main thing. Turning up and seeing what that car looked like was quite scary. Seeing what the other car looked like made sense. It's only a Vauxhall Astra, but it's heavier than the Fiat 500. It just seemed to bounce off it. So hopefully, when she starts driving, she'll be happy with a Fiat 500 for a year or two and then get rid of it and get something bigger and heavier and a bit more safe, I think. I'd rather drive something the size of a Focus or even the Mini that my dad's got. It's like a tank compared to the 500s. Gadget pics. Esther, were you here on Sunday? People, of course you were. You sent a picture in, didn't you? People have sent in more gadget pics, more MP3 players, Walkmans, radios, all kinds of stuff. If I'd have had any time today, do you know what? I've probably had loads of time today and I just haven't done it. I can't work my time out. I got myself my pad and pen the other day and I sat on the sofa and I went, right, I am going to finish off the few ideas that I've had. I'm going to write everything down and it's going to be fine. And then I woke up like 45 minutes later. I'd fallen asleep on the sofa. Any idea that I had gone out of my brain. I just can't work it out at the moment. You depressed yourself earlier. You was looking for a pic of your old camera. The pic you found was from the Victoria and Albert Museum. There you go, from the V&A. Definitely good, yeah. I was worried in case it mentally scarred her to the point where she wouldn't drive. But she seems alright now. 11 people logged on. There's a lot of lurkers. There's people lurking and shaking when they could be working. A box brownie. Are you saying she dyes her hair? She dyes her hair. Are you saying she's an aviation blonde? Got a black box. No. You sent your Sony phone. You did your Sony Walkman phone with the actual Walkman splash graphic on there. Kodak Brownie 127. Actually, getting proper into the weeds, aren't we there? What's the V&A Museum? It is the Victoria and Albert Museum in that there London there. So what Mandy has is a museum piece. It's not just, it's in my loft, it's a little bit old. This is in an actual museum for old stuff. But that's good. Good sign, isn't it? You kept hold of your old tech. Was it tech before tech was tech? When did tech become tech? Loft stuff. I must have loft stuff as well. Going to look for it next week. Going to have to. Now that you mention it, we have to see this. Anyone else who's got loads of old tech as well, let me know. I want to see. I was proper buzzing off it the other day. Proper buzzing, bro. Proper buzzing. And I wanted to have a look at that as well. I wanted to have a look at Walkmans. I want to buy one. And then as soon as I got off this, I went and sat down on the sofa again and just, my head went completely. I had no idea what I was doing. But eventually I will buy one. Mandy is a museum piece. Oh, shots fired, man. Shots fired. Too confrontational. It's good keeping hold of this stuff. Genuinely, because at some point, the only examples that will be kept are things that are in people's lofts. That's why occasionally you'll see people asking, does anybody have any examples of this particular thing? We can't find them anywhere. And it is just literally, I'll have a look in my loft. Oh, I found it. We need more of that. Any old gadgets pics to send to me? Any we want. Confrontational was correct, Esther. Correct spelling. Is tech the difference between electric and electronic? Right. What is the difference between electric and electronic? Is it just that electric is electric powered and electronic has a brain, electronic brain? Is that what it is? I don't know. It might be. When did stuff suddenly become tech? Because, I don't know, a box brownie, would that be tech? Would an old Super 8 camera, would that be tech? Would that be classed as tech? Or, like you say, does it have to have a printed circuit board in there for it to be electronic, ergo tech? I don't know. It's interesting though. In fact, I was watching a video the other day, a YouTube creators video, and as part of their set dressing, they had a Miranda camera, and it looked amazing. Looked like proper 1950s, 1960s or something. And it was only 40 quid. Oh, but it's a proper film camera. So I was tempted to buy one, but I'm not going to buy anything for the time being. Especially not giving how expensive film is for just a click, click, click camera. But it looked gorgeous. Back when you were little, it was $5 a minute to talk to someone from the UK. Now it's unlimited all the time. I remember that myself as well. It's just crazy how you can pick up your phone and anybody in the world, just ring them. Within seconds, you're through to them. You can talk for as long as you want. You can share, you can FaceTime them, you can share video. You can go somewhere and just go, yeah, watch this. Look where I am. I'm on top of Mount Everest, look. Just fucking mad, man, the way it's moved. Absolutely insane. All within our lifetime as well. Beyond your brain talk like this. It's amazing though, isn't it? Think back to when you were younger. If you wanted to speak to someone the other side of the world, they wouldn't have a mobile phone for a start. So if you wanted to phone someone, like with you at Chile or something, you would have to make sure they were next to a phone when you rang them. You'd ring them and it'd cost you an absolute fortune. You'd be allowed to be on there for like 10 minutes at most. Now, just I'll ring them. Boss. Tech would mean it's got a chip in it, so it is literally just the difference between electric powered and electric brains kind of thing. Electric shower has manual switches, electronic shower has a PCB and push button control, right? So it is literally, it is that, isn't it? Click on, click off, or you can use the brains to work it. You call Chile through an operator, strange that yet. I was listening to an audio book earlier on, and it's a crime thing I was listening to. Amelia Fox was talking about it. She was the narratress, and it was a thing in Liverpool, a murder in Liverpool in the 1930s. And they were talking about part of why this fella got caught was because he'd phoned up. For that part of his alibi, he'd have to phone up from a phone box through to an actual switchboard, and the person who connected him had to listen for a couple of seconds just to make sure it connected. So she'd heard him talking, and she'd heard someone else on the other end saying where the place was and exactly what the time was, because there was supposed to be a fault on there. It recorded what the time was, even in the 1930s. The fella ended up getting caught because he wasn't as smart as he thought he was. Bastard. But yeah, operators, literally, right, I'll put you through. Tom, 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 tom. Steve-o, Steve-o, Steve-o. Have you took any meds for your knee? Just rest. Good stuff. Voltarol. As you can see, it's always to hand, this stuff. On account of that, my knee is absolutely bollocksed. Even though the doctor said it's all right, you know, it's just a little bit of wear and tear. Wear and tear. It's going to fall apart. So, right, 2 questions there. Scone. How do you like yours? With butter and jam, or what do we say? Scone or scone? Scone for me. Butter and jam. I don't like butter and jam together at all. It knocks me absolutely sick. Which is why if anyone has jam in the house, if there's butter in it, I can't go near it. Genuinely makes me want to vomit me guts up. If it was going to be anything, I don't mind dry scones, to be honest with you. They're still quite moist when you make them. Just with a cup of tea. But it would have to be jam and clotted cream. I'm not getting into the whole jam, clotted cream jam. Because the southwest of England goes mental about it. Don't need, man. Hope it feels better soon. Defo. The operator helped solve the crime. They did. By being a nosy pair of bastards. There was 2 of them that took calls within the space of a minute of each other. And that's how we ended up. The calls were made at a time when he wasn't supposed to be near the house. But he could have been. They reckon he was naked under his raincoat, which is how he managed to annihilate her body and not have any blood on him when the police found him. 1930s, man. Sounds like CSI, but no. 1930s, Liverpool. Right by Liverpool Stadium as well, near Anfield. Second one for you. Scone as in scone for our Steve-o. Scone for Alio. Qualtro, that's the one. It is. Tomash. Qualtro, that's the exact one it was. Where he was supposed to meet Mr. Qualtro in Menlove Gardens East, which doesn't exist. And I know, because I used to ride my bike around there all the time. Yeah, what an absolutely lunatic story that is. Apparently the story has been used by people like P.D. James, and there's a couple of American authors who've used the exact same thing and just rewritten it. Absolutely insane story. Scone is in gone. Butter and jam, unless it's a cheese scone. Oh, now you're getting a bit freeform jazz with your scones there, Mandy. Cheese scones, are they a law unto themselves? Because a cheese scone, could you then, instead of putting jam on it and butter, could you put cream cheese on it and maybe, I don't know, smoked salmon and a thinly sliced cucumber or 2? You asked this in Richie's stream earlier as you having a chat. I couldn't even join in earlier. He tends to go live when I'm working and I can't have my phone on at that time. I've been on the phones all day. Always use a spoon for jam so no butter gets in. Good. Otherwise, just the only people who use butter and jam at the same time are just fucking ne'er-do-wells. Footpads, vagabonds and ne'er-do-wells. Disgusting behaviour. Hello, Tomash. Did you hear me calling? Or did you hear Mr. Qualtro? Is that what it is? You are Dutch, so patatje oorlog met uitjes for you. Oorlog is war, isn't it? War chips with onions, which I think is chips with mayonnaise and peanut sauce and onions. Sounds horrible, but also sounds ridiculously tasty. The peanut sauce that you get on satays over here is the same stuff. Gorgeous. Link you up to the podcast. You only heard about it recently. Half Man Half Biscuit. The label is called RM Qualtro. after Jeffa Pro Plus passed away. Oh man. It was on an audiobook. I'll find out what it was called. I've just started listening to Budgie's autobiography as well. The drummer from Susie and the Banshees. He's from St Helens, you know. Doesn't even talk like that. You pronounce it as... Yeah. Just butter on a cheese scone. So it's very, very savoury. You don't need the sweetness then, do you? Warmed cheese scone with butter. What are all you cheese scone heads doing? Why have I not really heard it? I probably have, haven't I? You heard the call and emerged from the Lurkers snug. Have we got the Lurkers snug? I think we have, haven't we, somewhere? Where's rooms? There's the Lurkers snug. I like the Lurkers snug. You're one of those butter then jam for you. Nah, not having them. Keep chatting to earn points. Yeah, just keep chatting to earn points, and also crowns apparently. How's you and yours? Personal question. That's even it. Small shriveled hanger to the left from me. An audiobook. Audiobook. Don't know why anyone pronounce it as scone. Scone. In Scotland it's scone, even though they've got a place to schoon. That's a grand fire. It is just a grand fire, so it is. Also, because it's in still game. Scone. Scunny no do that. I like grand fires. We need more of them. We need more grand fires. You are bumbling along. Mrs. Tom. Can you hear me, Mrs. Tom? Nearing the end of her studies. Good stuff. You nearing the end of your current role. Is that roll? Or is it like a rolling sandwich? A rolling sausage? Knees aside, you and yours are well. Jean-Jers crossed. It's either scone as in gone or bone. Scone. Scone. Scunny no do that. Tomash, did you get your season ticket through today? I had issues with mine, but it's worked now. It's in my wallet. My Dougal wallet. It's on my phone for next time. I am going to have to try and get down there, though, as a bit of a dry run. See what the parking could possibly be like. I don't even know. When are they opening? Is it going to be 90 minutes before kick-off, the same as it was at Goodison? I need to know so I know when to park. Man, this is going to be a bedlam, isn't it, for the first season it's going to be bedlam, and after that it might calm down a bit. First game is on the 24th of August, I think it is. Sunday the 24th. So it's 3 weeks away, really. 3.5 weeks away. It's not. 3.5 weeks will fly by, won't it? And I'll need a coat. Apparently the people that went said it was absolutely freezing cold. And that was in, what was that, May? April or May or something, weren't it? It's going to be very cold here. I might have to wear my jeans. I might have to put them on. You haven't even looked. You paid for yours and your uncle's Roma tickets. And both tickets have been sent to you for your wallet. Yes, multiple are going on one phone now. You just slide across and slide across. You can ask for a friggin' season card, but you have to put up good reason as to why. I could play the blue badge thing, couldn't I? I need one because I'm disabled, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, it's on my phone. You're being warned to make sure you charge your phone before you go. Bit of Balooey Sum on a jukebox. Like a bit of Balooey Sum. Or is it just my imagination? March was the test event too. Test Harbour Avengers. Was it that long ago? Jeez, man. So it would have been cold, but apparently being right down by the river, near the water, it makes it feel a bajillion times colder. Becky Talentire was going on about it. Just how bloody cold it was. And that's someone who's used to being in like press boxes writing stuff during the freezing colds. No Stokesy for the 5th test. That's going to be abysmal. Abysmal. Ooh, chock and tea. Ding dang do, bit of shocking to you. Bit of shocking to you. Ding dang do. See, I would drink that now. I would genuinely drink that now. Shocking to you. Right, so we're talking football. Back of the net. But Stokes, also not playing in the 5th test, which is cricket. Lovely stuff. Yeah, oh Christ, what's happening there? No planes, you haven't mentioned planes yet. We'll talk about them later. Does that mean I take that one off? Yeah. Press the wrong buttons. Buttons are being pressed. Yeah, no Stokes at the 5th test, which means obviously India are going to win. Obviously. Without Captain Marvel there. If you want to hang out with a YouTube celeb live stream before the match, it'd be handy if your uncle had his own bloody ticket on his own bloody phone. There you go. Yep. Warnings sent. No Stokes and Dawson ditched. Archer rested. Can't make much sense of it. It's been a fine series. I've enjoyed the Indian wheels coming off and seeing them barney with the groundsman. I don't like India. The cricket team, that is. There's something of the Australian about them. I don't like it. This thing about it's just not cricket. There's winning and winning at all costs, and the Australians don't understand sportsmanship at all, and the Indians are following suit. I thought that would have gone out with Virat Kohli retiring, but apparently not. Just as fucking bad. Knobheads. Kipper scored and hit a 6. Not many people have done that in the same season, let alone Bears. Casper, evening. Not a fan of Indian food. I love Indian food. It's funny when Americans go mad about the UK. Brits never put seasoning in any of the food whatsoever. They don't know what hot tastes like. Then they come over here and there's people eating fowls and vindaloos and they can't handle it. It's mad. Good stuff, Indian. Especially if you're not feeling well. If you've got like a superbug, MRSA or something, just eat a red hot Indian. It contains MRSA anyway, so you'll be alright. Burns you up completely. Put a toilet roll in the fridge first, obviously, but you know. Archer was never going to play after the last test. He's too fragile, he is, definitely. Which for someone who's built is weird to say, but he is, isn't he? Piggly ding, next. Piggly ding, next. Put your hands up if you want to go behind the bar. Rock Shandy. Rock Shandy. How's it going, Jackie Lewis? Catch yourself on. Lovely stuff. Hey, biddly boo boo. You seem to have a channel called Sony Max that shows the cricket as well. The 100s will be starting soon. That's normally in August, isn't it? Nothing like a medicinal curry. If you've got a cold, it sweats it out of you as well. So it's good. It's very medicinal. Jackie Lewis, get behind that bar. Right now. Piggly ding reset. Ding dang do. Do you got any old gadgets? Any old gadgets? Everyone is doing great this evening. We would be if it wasn't a miserable bastard evening outside. And also the fact that it's now getting sunset is getting earlier and earlier and earlier to the point where it's going to be nighttime before it's finished being daytime. The UK National League games are shown on YouTube. It's the best thing online after me and the bored housewives, 3.6 kilometres away from you. Yeah, that's two separate things. Me and the bored housewives are two separate things. I'm not a bored housewife in your area. Dice out, baby. You've got all sorts of random crap. At some point it's getting cleared out. Pictures before you throw it out, though. We need to see this. We need old tech, man. Man, you'd rather have a Chinese meal, a succulent Chinese meal. I prefer Chinese food to Indian, but when you need to melt poisons out of your system, it's got to be Indian. It's got to be Vindaloo. The ginger and... is that turmeric? Yeah, do the trick. Turmeric's good for the joints. Very good for the joints. Ginger good for your stomach. And the chili is good to sweat out what ails you. Also, drink loads of water and piss yourself healthy. Works wonders. Steve's with Mandy. Chinese all day long. If I had to choose between the two, it would definitely be. Can hear out? I can't hear out. I can't hear out. What do you mean can hear out? I can't hear out. Who's making noise? The only old gadget is you, of course. No. Self-censored there. Very sensible. Canera. Crispy duck. What do you call me? Yeah, crispy duck. I haven't had crispy duck and pancakes for ages, man. With a bit of hoisin sauce. Shredded cabbage and shredded lettuce, whatever it is. No, cucumber, isn't it? Oh, man. I want crispy duck now, you shower of bastards. All I've eaten today is fruit. It's not good enough. Got more than 10 centimetres of rain here today. It's been raining since last night, but it stopped a little while ago. Just in time for this. It's roasting over there. Roasting in Northern Ireland. Send your weather over here then, because it's been a little bit on the autumn has arrived kind of temperature scale. And also, genuinely, leaves are starting to go brown. It's still July. Why are leaves going brown in July? Because the seasons are slipping, that's why. Spare ribs. I've not had ribs in ages either. They have to be Chinese spare ribs, definitely. Cloudy and darkish. What do you call me? Chicken and sweet corn soup has to be done, unless there's hot and sour soup available, of course. Or tom yum. Fucking hell, man. Stop doing this. I have got something in the freezer, though. A tom yum noodle. Just stick it in the microwave kind of thing. I'll have that when we finish. Like a bit of tom yum. Tom yum, something that, again, also burns the system. But I need to be careful. It's not too much salty stuff. There was fat on offer earlier, but I said no. Very heavy. Lots of rain in Ireland. Who'd have thought it? Chicken and mushroom with egg fried rice. Oh, man, they stop it, man. Going to give me a stiff tongue in a minute. Less of the old. Trees need water. They do. Trees need water, as do grasses. Our lawn still isn't fully green. It means it's either burnt to a crisp or needs a bit more rain. I'll tell you what though. Next door removed a couple of bushes because they were getting a bit out of hand, and then he's soiled over them and he's put loads of grass seed in, and the pigeons have been eating loads of it. But there's a shed load of it which looks like a Brazilian, which has grown quite a lot. So the grass must be growing a hell a lot. So plenty of rain, plenty of sun, things grow. All the leaves are brown and the hat is WSAG when skies are grey. I went for a walk on a winter's day. You wouldn't be wearing this on a winter's day, would you? Unless you were mental. Brown leaves all about there too. Here's California dreaming. Many leaves this time of year mostly turn brown because of drought. Alright. It can't be drought here because it has been raining quite a lot. Actually cold when you woke up this morning. Did you wake up outside? Is that what it was? The mamas and the papas. You're on top of the harmonies. Tuluk. You had a festival that was evacuated because they got knee deep in water in 30 minutes. Say what? Some cities also had a lot of floods. Just the weather's gone absolutely insane all over the world. There's places that don't get floods who are getting floods. There's places that are normally full of droughts that get floods. Places that rely on rains, monsoon rains, which are absolutely bone dry. It's mad. What's the story with your bukes, Mandy? What's the story with your bukes? And how's our Vic? What's on the end of the stick, Vic? Are you at the end of your sick, Vic? Mudfest. Mudfest sounds the kind of place I'd go to. I wouldn't mind that. You think, would you, some proper metal bands that play at Mudfest? Slipknot live at Mudfest. You'd go and watch that, wouldn't you? Joey, is the concert far from where you live? Have you got to do a bit of travelling? You started harvesting last night, so you fell asleep to the sound of combine harvesters going full throttle. Just what you need. I haven't even looked if they started here. I haven't been out in that direction for ages. No need to. I should do really, shouldn't I? Get out there in the car, have a look, see what they're up to. See if there's any cornfields. There used to be. I think they're all rapeseed oil now though. Unfortunatamente, as they say in Japan. ASMR. Yeah. A Scandinavian man rages. That's what that one is, isn't it? Not really Scandinavian, but you know what I mean. Hell of a noise. They will be. They're not small, are they? Them bloody things. Every few years you get some quite serious floods. If it's only every few years, it's still an issue, but when it's happening a bit more often, then you know you're in trouble. Harvesting behind you tonight. So you're out there as well, aren't you? Norfolk being very, very famous farming land, isn't it? Well, the whole of East Anglia and Cambridgeshire and stuff like that. The Fens up to Lincolnshire. Very famous, aren't they? Vic had to go to the ER for dehydration, but she's feeling a bit better after they give her fluids. She is on the mend. Yeah, poor Vic. Yeah, glad she's on the mend. We are thinking of her. And also, I will wait a while before I point out that living in the fucking desert is no good for you. And if you do live in the desert, drink your own body weight in water every 5 minutes. So you don't get dehydrated in desert, do you? Although Dehydrated in Desert sounds like a really good album. We should make that. We'll make that. We'll make it between us one night. Right? Everyone can start writing lyrics for it. And go. You keep getting messages saying internal problems. Have you gone and seen the doctor, Jinxie? Is that what that is? Or you've been eating too many curries? Send her our best wishes. Mandy, you nearly skipped a book. Picked up the wrong one, but back on track now. Never good. It's bad, isn't it? I hope she's okay now, definitely. I mean, anywhere that you live, you've got to make sure you're fully hydrated, otherwise you can get dehydrated. So you've got to be careful. If you live somewhere as hot as that, anywhere where it's 40 odd degrees on a daily basis, you've got to be so careful. And also with the drinking coffee and stuff like that, it's got water in it, so it's hydrating, but it's also a diuretic, so you end up pissing yourself a bit too much. More water. Plenty of water. Plenty of water. Definitely not good living in the desert. The same as things like Dubai. Oh, it's lovely. It's such a gorgeous place. What do you do then? Oh, we go to the mall because it's air conditioned. We go to the hotels because they're air conditioned. What's the outside like? Sand. Doesn't sound really good then, does it? This could be literally anywhere in the world. If you're in a fucking mall or a hotel, just go somewhere where you don't need any of that shit. Happened to you earlier. You had to go out and go back in. It's at YouTube. YouTube's having one at the moment, isn't it? You bet the desert dwellers say the same are living in the cold north. They can do, but the thing is, we can put seal skins on, man. We can warm up, set fire to something. We're all right. And while it's freezing cold, you can wander around Denmark and Sweden in the gorgeous forests. You can't do that in the fucking desert. It's just desert sand. There's nothing else there. Bugger all. Is it just me? Is it just me? You did tell her people were asking about her. Good. Oh, she says thank you. Good stuff. What's the bar for our Jenksy, who's having internal problems at the moment? In Mediterranean countries, they give you a glass of water aside of your coffee. They do. They also do it with wine, don't they? So for every glass of wine you have, you're supposed to have a glass of water the same size. Stops you getting overly pissed and also stops you from dehydrating. I seem to remember in Cuba, they made you eat a bread roll or suggest you eat a bread roll with every meal that you had, especially your lunch, well, dinner. Like, if you're having something to eat at about 11:30, 12 to go out for the rest of the afternoon, bread rolls stop you from getting sunstroke, apparently. I don't know why, but there you go. Dehydration disaster. I saw them supporting 8 Mile Radius in Toronto in 72. Spin. Oh, Louise Pint. Louise Pint. Louise Pint. Ding dang do. Go on. Do you want to flirt with that, love? That's an actual picture of our Louise, that, by the way. 38,000 feet up Mount Pendle. What's happening here? Bloody Purdy and Figs advert. I don't even know what that is. Oh, hang on. Ali, just noticed you down there.
It's going up, it's going up, it's going up, it's going up, it's going up. It's there.
It is there. Oh, another spin. Many lived so far north he never saw fire before the Europeans arrived. They had no trees. That's why a lot of the Arctic folks eat frozen meat instead of cooked. Oh, I did not know that. Another chocolate here. There's somebody at the door, Neil. Oh, Jeff's been watching the young ones. Alcohol's the worst thing for dehydration. It absolutely empties you, doesn't it? Nice chocolates here. Isn't the water with coffee because they don't filter the grounds? I'll have to ask Adam when he turns up for that one. Is that the case? Ali up. Wasn't she in the slits? Oh, that was Harry up, wasn't it? Gonna flake off our Louise. A flake. I haven't had a flake in years. It is there. How is Domingos Duarte el gato más guapo del mundo, eh? And tu papa, how's things going over there, Tom Bowler? Man. Trolls again. I haven't spoken all day, that's what this is, isn't it? That's the reason why I'm always shite on these. I haven't spoken in ages. Ali's a mere pup, she is, compared to us. Ali 47? Nah, can't be. Got to be 23. Always 23. If anyone asks you, say you're 23. Greenland has one small pine forest in the far, far south of the island. The Faroe Islands have no trees whatsoever. Sure, I did not know that. Are you the baby, Ali? Are you a baby at family? 10 years minor. 10 years younger than Esther. Age is a number, that's all there is. Which is why you see people in the 30s and 40s who look old and act old. And yet there's people who are in their 80s and 90s who are running rings around them. Know what I mean? Every time you see like a documentary on the likes of Bletchley, the code breakers, They always wheel. Don't even wheel. They always bring someone on who's about 90 odd, who's just absolutely 100% bright as a button because they've done crosswords all their life. That's the way to go. Do puzzles, do things that keep your brain active and working. That's what I'm... yeah. I haven't done the video for today, so I'll have to do that later. I talked about the brain today. But obviously, you haven't seen it because I haven't posted it. Obs, totes obs. Too bloody cold. Frozen meat, too cold. Far too cold. Some of the northern tribes, they have to actually stitch the kids into the coats, don't they? Sealskin coats, they have to sew them in so that the fingers don't fall off. You're the third eldest in your family. Jenks are the same, Soras. The southernmost point of Greenland is as far south as Stockholm and Oslo. S-Town and Oslo, man. You wouldn't have thought so, would you? Until you see it on a globe. Mad thing, fam. Your mum was coming to 80 in January, she just looks 70. Keep him busy, that's what it is. How many brothers or sisters do you have? Ali, how many, go on? Your mum looks well, she does. It's a pain you don't have memes. It's not a pain you don't have memes in this chat, otherwise it'd never stop, would it? The only thing I can do is turn on memberships. Now you can have thingies. I can't remember what they're called. Thingies. You can put thingies in the chat then. That's about it. That's all you can do on here. You have three sisters. Three sisters younger, four brothers, two older, two younger. Sounds like a very Irish family, that, doesn't it? Very Irish family. Loads of you. Tribes you've seen in Russia that has the gloves sewed on with the Nanit and the Samoyed nomads in Russia. Yeah, I've seen a programme on this where it might have been northern Russia, but they had to sew them in because it's too cold for kids. Even if they put their hands inside the sleeves, it's still too cold. Mad. Having to sew your kids into stuff because it's so cold. And you just think to yourself, why not move further south? Just a little bit. Just go to Scotland. It's still cold enough that you feel like you could wear a nice jacket, but, you know. Good jeans. I haven't worn any for ages. I have to try mine on, though. Seeing as though the season starts very soon. Very soon I will need them. Unless I start wearing oilskins and sealskins to the match. Could you get away with that? I wonder. Oh, wow, I wonder. Oh. I haven't opened the window, have I? Maybe that'll help for a couple of minutes. Got a bit of air down me. Are tracky bottoms not better for footy matches, more comfortable? No. It's more a case of how cold it's going to be down by the river. The people that went to one of the test events said it was absolutely Baltic. So you need to wear something that's a bit heavy. I haven't got trackies anyway. Got combats, cargo pants, but apart from that, joggers, that's about it really. So I'll have to try my jeans on just to make sure they will fit. Obviously, I know they will. But can I actually put them on? Will I need help putting them on? I think the button fly as well. Can I do a button fly one-handed? Normally you can if they've worn them quite a lot. These are absolutely brand new, both pairs. So I might have to use my old ones to begin with. Don't want to be pissing myself in public, do I? Again. 8 kids in total. That's busy crimbos. It's the home. Imagine someone said, why don't you move to a better climate far away? Yeah, I get that, but at the same time, there's living somewhere where it's quite cold, like the UK. Do you want to move to Spain where it's warmer? Or there's living somewhere where literally you have to sew your kids into the clothes. Make it no sense. Buy some good thermals. Yeah, the wind off the river is going to be really cold. I know that just by being on the Mersey ferry. It's the wind and the water combined. Doesn't even have to be spray, just the wind seems to pick up the cold from the water and seeps every little bit of warmth out of you. You know what I'm saying? You know, a lot of Greenlanders that hate the cold. Layers is definitely the key. But if you only get one hand and you need to go for a piss, you don't need too many layers. Buttons can be very tricky. Yours not though, Jinxie. You just come off with a, I don't know, couple of halves of shandy and they seem to fly off. When do I get my seat? The one from the Gladys Street. That is going to be October, November by the time they finish doing them. So I'm looking forward to that. Are you still in good contact with all of them? Ali Alio? Yeah, one lives in England but comes home when he can. The rest are in Tyne. Good stuff. The national suit of Greenland is spectacular with seal boots and is very colourful. We need to look into this. I did actually buy my seat, yes. So I'm waiting for it to come through in its presentation box so I can fondle it on days when I'm feeling down. Dad is chomping at the bit for the cricket next week. Domingo is office food. What? Kid on a go-kart. You've bought your thermals and a new big coat. Wise. I've got my big coat. I just need... I have got, you know what, I've got vests, proper vests, but we'll test it out. We'll test the first couple of weeks and see what happens. Is Domingo moonlighting her neighbours? That's a good question. They have a habit of doing that, don't they? Just disappeared and come back looking well fed. There's some neighbour. Oh, he looked a bit hungry, so I've given him a whale's head. You know what I mean? Going to KS Stadium for rugby in winter is Baltic standing on the concrete. It is. Do you know something? You can tell the difference in concrete. Goodison, a lot of Goodison where we were especially is there was wooden floors, and that with loads of people in there tends to feel quite warm, which is nice. Concrete though, which is what the new stadium will be, just it seeps every little last bit of warmth out of you, doesn't it? By town, do you mean Dublin or Offaly? Yeah, definitely. We're going to need it. We're going to need a change of approach because I've been going to Goodison for that long that I know exactly what to wear. Even on days when it's really cold, it's going to be warm inside Goodison, so I'm not going to be too bad. Whereas this now might be ridiculous. A friend of yours lives in Dublin. Are they a dub? By the way. Long johns, yes. Very long johns in my case. Did you get over to England to visit your bro? Send a pic of the current kings, the grandparents and mothers and aunts in traditional Greenlandic costume. Let's have a look at this. This is pretty good. This I would. Do you know what? I'd buy this if this was an album cover. I'd buy this album. That's proper, that, isn't it? Look at that. Quality Kuala Lumpurs there as well. There's a hint of Scottishness about that. It looks as though they could be playing the drums. Brum, 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 all that gear. You know what I'm saying? He's just fussy. He does come across, Domingo, as a gato who knows his stuff. I've good socks and shoe liners in. I do have good socks. I do have thermal socks. Thermal socks and vests. I can't really... I need to be careful with shoes because I can't do my laces. So I've struggled to put boots on or something, but you know. We'll see. Literally got a thermal top and long johns. Ali, you've not been to England for years. To get barred out, is that what it is? Fussy, fairy and fabulous. Yeah. King was 6'6", by the way. His dad was 6'8". He looks so big in there, doesn't he? If the stadium is full of sweaty supporters, you'll soon warm up. You do when the floors are wooden, you do. When it's not, I can imagine it being cold. And it's right by the river, so that wind howling in off the Urals, your tackle will go from being an outie to an innie very, very quickly. Where layers? You're not good for travelling alone, Ali, apart from when you're on jobs, obviously. Target acquired jobs. We know what you're like. Heading over to Paris. We've seen you. Yeah, it's going to be a million times colder and worse when it's January and Moyes has gone and Branthwaite has put a transfer request in and Barry's on strike and we're doomed. Layers are the best. It's got to be done. There's no getting away from it. Layers work. Always work. Thanks for the warning. It comes home often, so it's grand, so it is. Yeah. Good stuff. It was well and good when you had two big fellas either side of you in the built-in 1926 wooden stand. You've got leg room in this new concrete bowl. You've got leg room everywhere. Stop lying. It's me who hasn't got leg room. That's why the fronts of me shins are absolutely ripped to bits, like tracing paper. That's just by the two seats in front of me at Goodison. Easy to stay warm if you're up and down out of your seat, which is why we're going to freeze, Steve. We're going to freeze. Fussy, fairy, fabulous and a flipping pain. We will be slumped in our seats. And just wait till we're 4-0 down before half time and everyone's left. So there's about 26 people in there. All doing Bruce Forsyth impressions because of the cold. All that kind of stuff. He wears it well. Pee break. Go on then, pee break. You go and sort yourself out there, Jinx. You go and sort yourself out. I am top tier of the South. I am. That makes me sound like some kind of mad hooligan, that, doesn't it? He's a top tier of the South, not me. Yeah, I am top tier of the South. Fact. Where's me bits? Where's me bits? Verify that it's me. I am indeed. South stand upper. Like that. Row 42. Dink dank do. You filmed some matches for the team once. It was a winter and the right hand got so cold since you were holding a shoulder cam. Your right hand was up and the glove for both halves. Oh man, it does get ridiculously cold. Even just streaming last season, doing that. It was like I couldn't even hold my phone anymore. Get some of those hand warmer thingies. Testicles. Is that what you're on about? Testicles. You do feel where you're sitting needs a gang sign. You Lower East Side. You can do north. You can't really do. Well, with one hand you can't really do much, can you? South stand upper. South stand upper. Upper south, innit? Yeah. We'll end up on the Piggly Ding next. We're going to end up on the front page of the newspapers, aren't we? Everton fans suddenly all becoming like South Central-ites. I'm in the South Central stand. I'm going to need a Sherpa and a yak off Louise when he climbs the new stand. Do you know what I am? Definitely. The good thing about it is there's no steps going up to it until you get inside the stadium. Then you've got to go up a few steps to get to your seat. But everywhere to get from down at ground level up to where you are, whether you're in the gods or wherever, there's escalators, so it's easy to get in and out of. But once I poke my head through into the stadium, I then have to walk up. I think it's only about 3 or 4 rows, and there's a little grab handle on every single row. So it's going to be It's going to be really good, I think. I'm looking forward to it, but I'm not. Because I still love Goodison. And it's something new and I hate change. Change is not good. How big is this dunder? Dunder, of course, is stick, isn't it? That's what that means, stick. How big is a stick? We'd like another yak, one that we could feed and maybe he could score. Yeah, goodness gracious me. That started out as, wasn't it accidental? Someone actually accidentally said it and he thought he wouldn't get away with it. But then he kept it in. And the the southern Asian folk loved it so much that they kept it in. No one complained. How big's this stick? Funny show that. The yak in his current incarnation would actually do better than most of our strikers. Not that we've got a striker, have we, apart from Thierry Barry. This new lad we've signed looks alright though. By looks alright I mean his YouTube compilation looks decent. That's all it is these days, isn't it? What's he like? I've got no idea, but his YouTube compilation looks amazing. Everyone's did, because you're cutting out all the shit and putting the good stuff in. He scored 6 goals and he's had 17 different haircuts. Speaks volumes for how often he scores. Beto, 30 goal season. You heard it here first, folks. Put your spleen on it. Put your spleen on it. To be honest with you, I'd be happy with 20 if you could get that. XH goals per haircut. It'll be the next thing, I'm telling you. It'll be the next thing. And you know it's bad when he's gone from dreadlocks to a skinhead to dreadlocks. And that's 3 goals. That's when you know you're in trouble. But it should be an interesting season, this one. Ali Alio, Haynes and Aya, waving it just down Kaya, Pigly Ding reset. Should be an interesting one. Just because it's the first time, isn't it? I don't know where I'm going to park. I used to be able to park and look out the window and see the stadium. I used to be able to stream from near the stadium. Will I be able to do it now? Will I be able to stream from inside the stadium? Will it be too loud? Will it be music? Will Rossi be screaming and shouting all the fucking time? Giggling at that. Barry definitely has an expected haircuts of 7.2 this season. Definitely we're having that one. We're having that one, Zave. A yak. We need a yak for boring. You mean specialised topics? A yak pulling along a shitload of baggage, you mean? Sounds like the depression. Dreadlocks to ball to dreadlocks. It works. You watch some of these strikers. That's how it works, man. Phil in it. That's good. That's good. I like that. Yakety yak. Don't talk back, Mandy. Do you need a handicap parking badge? OG, is hearing the accent proof enough? Yeah, you do need one. Apparently they are going to expand the amount of blue badge parking on Regent Road, but I have no idea. I did apply to get in the car park at the new stadium, but no good. So I'm have to park outside somewhere, and they won't tell us how many spaces there'll be outside, how far up the road you're allowed to park, whereabout you're allowed to park. If you just told me you can park anywhere in this area and for more than 3 hours, I'd be happy. I'd know then. I could work it out. I could go and do a recce. But they won't tell us. Just tell me, man. I need to know. At some point, I'll be well enough to park the car at Birkdale and just get the train down there. Yakety Yak. What song is that? I think it's called Yakety Yak, isn't it? Didn't he use that for microchips? A microchips advert? I don't know. Or did I sleep? Is that what it is? Just let me know where I can park. I can start planning at that point. Get Ali to do a recce. Go and do a recce for us there, girl. it's another Louise Pint, another Louise Pint. Get your flakes out for the lads, come on. Do you want to flake with that, love? That's an actual picture of our Louise. 38,000 feet up Mount Pendle. Would you believe it? Would you believe it? Is there going to be a free bus from certain car parks today? There's going to be plenty of free buses put on from town, Goodison and somewhere else, I think. But even then, it's a ball ache to get there. I just want to be able to find somewhere to park nearby so I can get there when I feel like and then drive home afterwards. You think the spin is rigged? We'll find out. Who wants the pint? I'll have it. Do you know what? It is rigged tonight, definitely. Rock Shandy for the Rock Ferry. Lovely stuff, bit of Rock Shandy. There is going to be a ferry, isn't there, from the Wirral to the stadium. So if you do live over that side, you can get a ferry directly to the stadium, which would be fantastic. Might even be quicker driving underneath, going under the tunnels, parking over that side and getting a ferry back this side. Could be quicker. I doubt it, but it could be. Somebody else can have that. But I just want to know, because I find it difficult enough at times. I just want to be able to walk, get in my car and drive home. Stop at Ainsdale Beach if I feel like, or go to Tesco on the way back, rather than having to get on a train which is rammed full of people. Possibly not be able to sit. I have to stand when my balance isn't great. Just let me know where I can go, man. Not hard, is it? I can do a test run now, but I want to know where you can park. They said they're going to change the layout of where you can and can't park outside the new stadium. Need to know whereabouts I can go. If I can do that, I could go down, have a quick run round, just have a look where's the best place, where's the easiest place for me. Because it might just be a little bit of a further walk out, further north, to avoid all the amount of people that are trying to head back into town for a start. But it'd be nice. I just need to know. Once I know, when I've tried it a couple of times, I'll be happier. Email them, I have done. I'm on the email list with the Disabled Supporters Association. They're going to let us know as soon as they know. But it's 3 weeks away from the first game. I want to be able to drive down there and have a bit of a look around. I mean, I know the place fairly well. Not brilliantly, but I know it fairly well. And if need be, I can find other places to park. At some point, I might even just be able to park in town with the blue badge and then walk down. But it's going to be a bit of a walk. That might take a little bit of practice, I think, that one. It's nice having the car close for a good post-match private cry, it is. And then on the phone, Mum, it's not fair, Mum. Did anyone see Australia's first rocket launch? I didn't. Did it get all the way up there and then come back down? 14 seconds in the air and then it crashed. So it is a boomerang launch. Is that what it is? That gave me a good belly laugh. Sort dead. Yeah, be optimistic at least till after the first match, at which point we're getting relegated. We might be alright by that point. A new striker, a new left back. We might have Jack with his gorgeous calves on the left wing. You never know. You never know. I hope no one was hurt. Definitely. 25 minutes walk to James Street. It was comfortable. It wasn't comfortable getting out the second test event. The walk, 25 minutes. How far is that though? Is that about a mile or so? Oh, I don't know. I can park, I mean, James Street, Water Street and places like that right by our work. I'll know where to park near there if I get there early enough. So I might be alright. But can I walk that far? Have they opened up from the pier head up to the stadium yet though? Electric go-karts. They're cool, man. They are cool. It was unmanned. What the Australians doing fucking about in space anyway? They haven't run out of land for sheep, have they? Mecca they're not saying so. Maybe a koala or two got startled. Maybe the odd drop bear struggled. Yeah. Why are so many people trying to get to space? What's the point? What were they sending up there? What is point? What is point? 1.5 miles. Ooh. Well, 1.5 miles was Desert Falls. Along, up, over and down. So I've done that, including going up very, very steep stairs. So it might be within my gift. But 1.5 miles there, sit in the freezing cold for 2 hours, 1.5 miles back might be just a little bit beyond me. That might take a little bit of practice. Just know you'll spend the Everton season in bewilderment as to why you're both depressed and crying. You just answered your own question there. Why are you depressed and crying? Everton. It's always the same. Sent a video of Starling's taking a bath in your new bear bath. Your bro and sister-in-law got you when you were home. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's have a look what you could have won. Look at that, how fantastic is that? Getting wired right in there. All I can think to myself now watching that is, go on Ruby, jump, jump. Straight in. Lovely stuff. Sure isn't that grand? Oh, the scooters, they are very, very lethal. Yeah, doesn't mean good. We know you mean when you say lethal. Or fucking deadly. We love the depressed bewilderment. We do. I saw them supporting 8 Mile Radius in Toronto in 72. Depressed bewilderment. 50s song, you think? Fellas all like Little Richard. Coasters. Yeah. Yeah. Actually, yeah. They also had another song which I can't think of at the top of my head now. It's very purdy. It is very purdy. Just realised you haven't seen any shorts from Ali in days. She hasn't been wearing them. It's too cold. This thing on. Splish splash, I was taking a bath. They wear as well, the Starlings. The point is furthering our knowledge, by the way. Old Ramme was a Danish astronomer that measured the speed of light in 1676. Ingenious people like that make astronomy so amazing. They do. Furthering our knowledge is fantastic, but there's no need for every country on the planet to be doing it. If you want to do it, go in together, share the burden of how much it's going to cost, and then try and sort out how we can make it better without having wankers like Elon Musk involved. Gotta be a way, isn't it? Work together. The whole world work together. Doesn't post as much as she'd been busy, that's why, hasn't she? I'd only been busy. There was one on earlier, wasn't there? Plus, I've stopped getting all kinds of notifications for everyone, to be honest. But that's the way YouTube are working. That's how they're... Everyone's been saying the same thing. There's people on the YouTube help space have been moaning about it. They know what you want to see better than what you want to see. You know you want to see someone's stuff, and they'll tell you, no, you want to see this instead. That's bollocks. Oh, by the way, you can swear in the first 7 seconds now and still be monetised. Yay, wankers. We break or we break. It's two different things, those, Jinxie. A wee break is different to a wee break. You prefer Tycho Brahe? Never driven one of them. Danes have invented components to the last 3 Mars rovers for ESA and NASA. Many countries' smart heads contribute a little here, a little there. They do. That's why there's no need for countries like China, Australia and India sending rockets up themselves. Not sending rockets up themselves. You know what I mean? Have it all combined. It could even be a way of sorting things out between countries. I mean, as bad as the Cold War got between America and Russia, they still worked together on space because that was a unifying factor. And it should just be that's the way it is. Everyone stick together, work together. Sometimes you just watch them. Sometimes that's all the energy you've got, isn't it, Ali? You can't do much more than that. Tycho Brahe was pretty amazing. His nose was a silver prosthetic, as he lost his nose in a duel. Say what? A silver prosthetic nose. Just Google the coasters, you recognise Poison Ivy. Not by them though. And Love Potion number 9. What else did he do? He did something else. No, not the Coaters. What else? Yeah, Love Potion number 9, Poison Ivy. Three Cool Cats. I know that one as well. The Lion Sleeps Tonight. That was it. The Lion Sleeps Tonight. That's where I knew them from. He was so good that the king gifted him an island with his own observatory. Can't go wrong with that, man. The coasters aren't as good as the Bears Paws coasters. Definitely not. And when you're on, he tells people who are actually on this stream already. You were looking as well. Charlie Brown is another hit. Lion Sleeps Tonight, I know because it was on. There's a TV channel I watch. That's TV. And they will have, during the day, they will have 60s and 80s videos on. Just for like an hour or two at a time. And the coasters doing the Lion Sleeps Tonight is on there. On the reggers. A whim away, a whim away. You often think about The Lion Sleeps Tonight in a dreamy, fanciful manner. The song is only ever a whim away.
Very poor. Very poor indeed.
You think, it doesn't need a high art. You know what it needs? Well, one more. So there you go, Rock the Casbah, The Clash. Lovely stuff. That's because I played a video. That's what that was. Ali Ali, oh, your video meant it stopped the music playing. I should remember this thing, shouldn't I? Such an inaccurate description of lions as they don't live in the jungle. Yeah, they don't sleep at night. Plus the guy who wrote it made nothing from it. Well, to be honest with you, he deserved nothing from it if he's coming out with bullshit like that. Same as mid-year with his, there won't be snow in Africa this Christmas time. It fucking will be. It's always... Mount Kilimanjaro was permanently snow-capped, you tit. With your stupid fucking sideburns, prick. A good kick from Horace. We all need a good kick from Horace occasionally. You are here all week. Is that W-E-E-K or W-E-A-K? It's your fault. It is your fault, Ali Alio. It's your fault. No, it's my fault. I should remember when I play a video. Still needs a hi-R, it does. I need to find out where I put me hi-R. The guy that wrote it didn't write the English text. Ah, right. So was it in a completely different language to begin with? Someone must have made money on the back of that because it's just... It's been played constantly. My entire life that thing has been played. In several guises. It's shite anyway. It is shite. I fucking hate that swim away shite. Got a singer-songwriter in Denmark called Bamse. He did a dirty song about coming home from school, seeing his neighbour walking around there flat naked to the melody. It was a hit in the 70s. To the tune of that. All right. Did he make any money out of it? Feck me. Thanks for the offer, Jags, but now you're alright. I haven't got the high hand-eye coordination to deal with someone like you. Jog on. Coming over here, giving it all fucking bags of that. Throat's going tonight. Lord Casper. Alison has decided that Casper has to be sent to the House of Lords. Thank you, Alison Bennett of Awfully Ireland. Proper set. It is very 70s, isn't it? Does the video include Robin Asquith's arse? Otherwise, it's not proper 70s, is it? Would he be Lord Casper or Laird Casper? Would he be Laird? I wouldn't mind being a Laird. Scottish Laird. Good that, wouldn't it? With my own tartan. They had some bad taste. They had some really bad taste back then, I know. He was folky. Public owned, publicly loved. He was a legend there, but a big fat guy from our house in the middle of our street. Probably has a Benny Hill chase sequence, has to be done. With the 70s women in suspenders, know what I mean? And a baldy fella somewhere. There was a baldy fella. Oh, man. Some of those 70s films are absolute dog shit, weren't they? I mean, let's be honest. And it was such an easy comedic thing to do. Always made me a little bit, not sad, but I love Ronnie Barker. One of the greatest, well, one of the greatest comedy actor of all time. The fact that he had to resort to postcard humour all the time was a bit, you're better than that, mate. Don't fall back onto that as often as you do. Because it was all the time, wasn't it? Whereas when he used to write his stuff under the name Gerald Wiley, all the really highbrow or language stuff, it was brilliant. No. Always go back to the tit joke. Makes them funny though. Makes them funny in a weird way nowadays. Occasionally stumble across a 70s film. Normally something like that. A Robin Asquith's arse film. And it's amazing how bad they are. Lord would be a hare. Back a few... Is that where... It's like Damus and Heron. Ladies and gentlemen. Heron. The Dutch... Could that be where that's from? The Dutch word for man, gentleman, and hair. Louise Pint again. Louise is getting a workout tonight, isn't she? Lulu Ballatini. Do you want to flirt with that, love? 38,000 feet up Mount Pendle. She's doing wonders there, isn't she? And her wrist's getting a proper workout tonight. I love the 60s style, then came the 70s with brown, orange and bell bottoms. Yeah. Fix, definitely fix. Yeah, the 70s was very orange and brown, which was... I wrote a song, didn't I, with that in it. Orange and brown never went together, no matter what age, no matter what weather. Blue Cagoule with a bright red lining. Look at him there with his beige boots shining. Brown and beige as well. He looks like an extra from the Sweeney. Slim Panatella and a vodka martini. Style and fashion don't mean a thing. He's got more velvet than Jason King. There you go. Yeah. Who wants the pint? You got a JJJ earlier. You did. You got a Jinxie juice earlier. The base shitty rollers. We have still got somewhere photos from the 70s of two of my uncles and one of their cousins all dressed in fuck off kecks. You know fuck off kecks, don't you? They start off like that and go fuck off at the bottom, with the proper 6 million inch vent at the bottom, hand sewn in by mothers all over the place. Bossing it. I have to find them because my uncle hates it. Is Louise getting a cut? She is. Loads of the Dwayne Eddies, man. Today your hair is just a man and gentleman, same as hair in Germany and dames hair in Nederland. Love the old people in the 70s. They had a nice way of saying it, which gave away English wasn't well known back then, alright. And psychedelic wallpaper reminds me of school. Even though we had no psychedelic wallpaper, we did. In the home economics block, we were doing cookery with Mrs. Coppell, who was Steve Coppell's mum, the ex-Man United player. And then Mrs. Owen, needlework teacher, said to me one day, "Can you wind that cotton up?" "Yeah, no problems." "Your ma's a slag, your dad's a piece of rope." "Oh, you're funny, you Ashcroft, aren't you?" Well, yeah, everyone's laughing. So was she, obviously. But older Jen, yeah. And your older sisters wore those Bay City Rollers trousers. That's current fashion in Belfast, isn't it? Northern Ireland. You're just reaching the 1980s. You'll be wearing pop socks and leg warmers and all kinds next. You watch. The paisley pattern wasn't too bad. You have to be careful with paisley pattern. I really, really wanted a paisley pattern Fender Telecaster. I still do, to be honest. A pink paisley Telecaster. Oh man, I want one. So I have one question. Who came up with the never-ending orange and brown? We went from the 60s with all its psychedelic colours and everything was really bright, vivacious colours to being... Well, he's trying to go to a more natural pattern. Oh, the same colour as leaves and mud and dog shit and what have you. Know what I mean? Brown and orange with pink wallpaper, which it makes it sound like some really, really bad ice cream, that, doesn't it? It doesn't work, but I bet you it'll make a comeback. Orange and brown will make a comeback as patterned flock wallpaper. I was there in the 70s, man. It was brown and beige. Everything was brown and beige with orange. Everything, even the people. You have a look at photos from the 70s, you think it's sepia, you think it's aged because the photos have been around for so long. It isn't. It's not filters either. People were brown and beige. If you wore something that was a bright colour, people looked at you with suspicion. "What's that you wearing?" "It's a blue top." Don't fucking trust you, lad. Look at him playing by his own rules. Very retro, very retro. Never liked it. Like the 60s, way better with the frosted pink lippy and black eyes, coal eyes, and teased hair and queenie heels. You can still wear that in the 70s. You can still wear that now. That is actually back in fashion, isn't it? Never goes away. Whereas the 70s things, patterned orange and brown shirts with a big kipper tie, and oh man, horrific. Burgundy flock wallpaper in pubs, absolutely. The kind of stuff that if you tried to take them off the walls, you'd have to get a blowtorch and spend 4 or 5 weeks just taking the wallpaper off. Wood chip wallpaper, yep. Wood chip on the wall, as Pulp sang. I remember we had it as well. Wood chip was the same. That seemed to be stuck to the wall with epoxy resin. 60s always stays in fashion. It never goes out. Anybody wants to wear 60s stuff at any point in your life, you can do. It's always in. It's mad, isn't it? Chip wallpaper. Yep. Al wood chip. It's just... what an idea that was. Whose idea was it? Burgundy's kind of cool. Unless you don't like red. I don't mind burgundy though. There's a certain kind of... is there a kind of regal vibe to burgundy? Burgundy and purple. Very royal colours, aren't they? Burgundy and like moss green or something. There's something about them which just... they look classy. But you don't want burgundy wallpaper really, do you? If you're having burgundy on the wall, that's only going to have to be one wall. All the others have to be painted sort of white or something. Have one burgundy wall, otherwise it just... it'd be like being in an old pub in the 70s. You couldn't have that, man. Piggly ding. Next. Hands up if you want to whip me out that. What do you call the suits in the 60s? There's loads of different types of suits in the 60s, wasn't there? You had mod suits, some of the seersucker ones, and... oh, the women's suits. Pantsuits? I don't know. Sailor suits? A fucking clue. Way better than orange and brown cubes. Oh, man. Yeah, there was loads of things that looked like lava lamps. Things made to look like lava lamps. It's a fix. It's a fix. Rock shandy. We're having another rock shandy. Another rock shandy. It's a busy night for the rock shandies. And just like that, orange juice comes on as well. Rip it up and start again. Lovely stuff. Lovely stuff. Everyone can have that, can't they? Not fussed on the feature wall thing. You couldn't have burgundy on all 4 walls. Or I couldn't anyway. It just feel like you're being hemmed in all the time. Doesn't look too bad either. I've seen a few of them where it's not the entire wall. Ones where you've got a chimney breast inside the house with 2 alcoves either side. Leave them the light colour. Just have that one little bit painted a darker colour. Looks okay. Too much of dark colours is just too much for me, man. Although I wouldn't mind this room being... I wouldn't mind dark blue. A very dark blue. Like a navy. But even then I want some kind of accent. As opposed to this fucking stupid Scouse accent, you mean? Yeah. He's dark, man. He's dark. Do I go for a little walk when I finish just to the top of the street and back? Do I bother doing that? Do I? Do I? I could do. I wouldn't mind this place getting changed either. Since we got here, the walls have just been magnolia. And my mum and dad are too, I don't know, not scared, or they won't paint them any other colour because it's not our house. Fucking not asked. Just paint them. Do them a light grey or something. Something different just for a change. Every room in the house is fucking magnolia. Like I've got some kind of eye disease. Oh, speaking of which, I'm going to find out, aren't I? Friday. It's getting close, Friday. Go and get it checked out. What do I do? What do I do? Got to fit in a blood test as well at some point in Wigan. That seems a knobhead of a... It's got 51 minutes to get there, it was saying. Because it's not on the outskirts of Wigan, this place. It's right in the middle of the bleeding place. Central Park, where the old Wigan rugby stadium used to be. Central Park, where Wigan Warriors used to play. Where Wigan used to play what? Rugby.
And Martin afire, trying to make some space. Now then, Martin afire. He's got Alan Tate to beat on the outside. I'm sure he's going to go the full length. That is one sensational try.
Fantastic stuff. Yeah, it's just down the road from the DW, well, the Brick Community Stadium as it is now. So whoever it was it Esther, was you were saying when I go I should go by the rugby ground, have a quick look. I could do. It is literally just round the corner. I was looking as well. Could I make a day of it? Could I? Could I go and get my blood taken in the morning? And then when I finish, carry on driving eastwards, Rivington Pike or Forest of Bowland or somewhere. Have a wander around there. Take cameras. Could do that, couldn't I? I'll have to have a look on the leave sheet tomorrow. See if there's any days coming up where there's leave available. Because I can't be driving that far, driving back and then still trying to fit in a day's work. I could be getting there at 8 o'clock in the morning and have to wait for 2 or 3 hours or something. No can do, man. No can do. I've been to Wigan before. Seen Everton play there. Oh, hang on a second. The bloody chat has stopped. Mandy, you sent a pic. Sorry. The chat has stopped on here. I want to have to... Mandy, you sent a pic. Sorry. Right, well, that's not working at all now. Bollocks to that. Right, so this is... This is for sale. At B&Q now. Oh, man. I want it. That's my school. The block, the home economics block looked like that. Oh, man. How good's that? I want that. Bring back the 70s. Epic. Have you bought any? Shit, what else? Hang on. As a child, Casper, you tease your parents when watching TV from the 60s, 70s and 80s and asked, did you also dress like that? And 10 years ago, the young one started wearing 80s glasses. It does go full circle, man. Jumpsuits, are we talking jumpsuits? Broodpak, no idea. You like 2050s fashion, Casper, of course. Jumpsuit, catsuit. Check the picnic. I haven't got a picnic. What pic? Oh, that pic, sorry. How would you get results from the blood test? Do you have to come in person or is it electronic? I don't get results. They would go to the doctor who's keeping an eye on me, my cholesterol. She wants them, so I'll have to go. You have to ring up and ask for your results. But I have got the NHS app, so apparently any results that come through should be on the app as well. Apparently. Chat stopped. Any excuse? Right, I've caught up. There you go. Horrible. It wasn't horrible, it was shit. 30 quid a roll, not likely. 30 quid a roll does sound a bit steep, but I like that. It's mental. Burgundy velvety wallpaper any day. Flock off. What? Wallpaper It is wild deer now, isn't it? Very expensive. And also, to actually pay people to do it for you has gone up as well. Just in general. Right, let me check now. It's okay. Jukebox is still running. Doctor used to say, if you don't hear from me, there's nothing unusual or bad. You didn't like that because you were just waiting for X number of days and then think maybe she would have called by now. Yeah, it's not good. I think I should check really, shouldn't I, while we're on here? Messages, will it be on messages? No. Nothing in there. But that's why the doctor said to me, come to Wigan and get it done, because that way I will definitely see the results. But if you've got the NHS app, any results that you get from your local hospital or doctors, I will also get to see. So she can then keep an eye on my bloods and make sure it's alright. Steve falling asleep. His knee was bad earlier, wasn't it? So, say not until you hear more. That's a chat up line and a half, that one, Ali. Somebody at the door now. More young ones. What a show. Anyway, so we're back. We've caught up. Why does the chat do that? Why? Or occasionally it'll hold something for about 10 seconds and then 7 or 8 messages come through at once. Absolute barley. You were due to get your cholesterol done about 3 months ago, never bothered. Get it done, Jackie Lewis. Because your cholesterol can have an impact on whether you have a stroke or not. And trust me, nobody wants that. Nobody wants that at all. Bonjour, Donut. How's things? You alright? How's life clinging to the edge of Europe? A very sodden Europe it looked earlier on. You're on your tablets, on your Gary Ablets. You're on the statins as well, are you? Or you're talking about double dropping Mitsubishis. Hang on. I saw something out the corner of my eye. Yeah. Here's from Donald. That looks incredible. Isn't that fairy tale? Pure fairy tale. How bloody beautiful is that? Bloody beautiful. Imagine having that just on your doorstep. It's incredible. Ah, fuck off Duolingo, you prick. Morning, Jackie. It is beautiful, bloody beautiful. Very Hogwarts. Do you know what? It really is. And I think that surprises quite a few people from around the world. The ones who come over to the UK and Ireland and go on a bit of a journey round. Like, these things are bigger than you think. These castles and, well, castles and stately homes and everything. And they are genuine, the places where things were filmed or were based upon. If you're used to going to like Disneyland and seeing 1/8 size castles made out of fiberglass, coming over here and seeing the real things blows your mind. Angelica Houston went to that school. Ah, right. Sure, I did not know that. Stunning. In the town where I was born lived a man who sailed the seas. Liverpool's full of sailors, of course it is. You know, man. B&Q are selling flock wallpaper as well. Flock? Get the flock out of here. Really? Are we going back to the 70s? Is this a thing now? Have people had enough of being 60s and we want to go back to the 70s? I'm not wearing flares. Oh, we did that, didn't we, during the late 80s, early 90s? The whole Manchester Second Summer of Love thing, 88, 89. We had flares. We had Rico Suave flares. Tank Feck, no cholesterol tabs for you. Taking 5 meds already for your heart and blood pressure. For your heart and your blood pressure, there'll be something in there that already does the same job as a statin. Because you need your blood to be, or you need your tubes not to be congealed and congested and all that kind of stuff. Because it squeezes, you end up with blood pressure issues, which gives you bang, explodey brains. We don't want that. Not 70s prices though. I don't know about that, Mandy. 70s prices. It wouldn't be bad buying a house for, what was it, like £4,000 or something. Flock, that's what it's called, Esther. The fairy wallpaper, it's called flock wallpaper. The stuff that you touch in restaurants that feels like you're stroking an angry cat. That stuff. Flock wallpaper. Oh, ouch. Ow. There's not a bit of me that's not aching at the moment. Like velvet. The flock of seagulls. It could be. Speaking of 70s, sure James May done a video about 70s sandwiches. Marmalade and sausage sandwich. What? Where was that? Was that on YouTube? On YouTube? You're proud your forefathers got to be part of your Isles history, however saucy. It's good to have a bit of saucy history as well, isn't it? Don't mind a bit of that. Bit of sauce. Oof. How long has there been people in our Isles? Ever since they were there, that's when. Bajillions of years. Hundreds of thousands of years it'll be, won't it? It's on YouTube. I'll check that one out. Mind you, I had a look earlier on and there's about 20 or 30 things I need to watch. I've got a channel that I really like, and when I had a look, there's about 7 or 8 videos from them alone that I need to watch. Although I did manage to watch, before this started, the SPR Autos Mercedes specialist in Stockport, their monthly catch-up. I love watching the Mercedes stuff. It makes me cry and happy in equal measure. This needed a job doing. £1,000. Shit. This needed a job doing. £1,000. Shit. This needed all these works doing on it. £1,000. Well, that's not too bad. Either hot dogs or marmalade on toast. Not together though. Hot dogs on toast. Now, you see, it all depends on the sausage, doesn't it? Because marmalade, duck à l'orange, is meat and pretty much marmalade. There's sausages with apple, Lincolnshire sausages with apple. What else is there? Every meat, or every type of meat or whatever, has some kind of fruit that goes well with it. So it could just be marmalade goes well with sausages. Pork goes well with apple, of course, doesn't it? Sounds like jam and cheese sandwiches and cheese and apple tart. Ah, right, it does. Seen James May in Japan, it's fantastic. He was brilliant in that. Bim. You like sausage on toast? You can't beat a good sausage on, can you? Proper. That's a good pre-football Saturday breakfast, that. I've not had sausage on toast for years, and I mean years. Then again, my food has been completely changed. People are eating burgers and chicken burgers here today. Would you like some? No. No. None of that. None of that stuff. So I had a full punnet of grapes instead. Then again, you do like pork, cheese and pickle pie. These things work together. Yeah, as in Frankfurter sausages. Don't mind sausage on toast, normal sausage or hot dog. Normal sausages, especially if you get good quality sausages, proper ones from the butchers. Good Lincolnshire, good Cumberland, nice ones. Do you know what? I need to have sausage on toast at some point, but they have to be really good ones. They can't be shite sausages. I had a local sausage tonight called a ring rider sausage. I know it's not in the opening sentence of some Shades of Grey film. Could I try your ring rider for size? Curry tuna and mash. What? Curry tuna? and mash. What? Can't do that. I can't do that. Fruit is good for you. Not too much though. It's full of sugars. Too much you put weight on. And also you can be shitting bisto for a week if you have too much of it. Not healthy, man. Gay sounding sausage. All sausages if you're brave enough. No fan of sausages or burgers. I don't mind sausages or burgers, but very, very rare nowadays. Very rare. And also, burgers, I'd rather homemade ones. Much healthier. And not on fucking brioche buns. What wanker invented them? Burgers on brioche buns. I don't want sweet tasting buns. Knobheads. Go to Funland and get a hot dog. Not a chance. Not a chance. Veg is way better than fruit, but I rarely do. I've got round to enjoying eating fruit. That's something I can eat at my desk. A punnet of cherries or grapes. I quite like it. Bit of melon. Ooh. Can't beat some nice melons. If you can't handle it, someone else will do. Yeah. And donuts, yeah. My sister's boyfriend comes from a family who've got shops down there. They own a fresh donut shop down there. And she says whenever she's going past, they stop to say hello. She walks out with like a bin bag full of fresh donuts. Oh man, you're making me hungry now. Tilting at the rings, proper ring jousting. Speaking of donuts, how's Molly? How's our Moll? It's like a joust meets darts, and we're well known for that in your region. Dart jousting. Twisting me melon, man. You know, you talk so wet, man. You're twisting me melon, man. Charlie Chops. Absolutely. I am hungry now, though. I need to have my little walk. Do you know what I could do? My thing goes in the microwave. Ooh, does it? My mealish thing goes in the microwave for 6 minutes. I could put it in there, start, go out, walk to the top of the street and back twice, come back, and still be in time to hear it go ding. There you go. I could do that. I might do that when we finish. Molly's good now. Lovely stuff. We like to say. Oh, man. Anyone got a spare left arm? Ow, ow, ow. Just all of me's aching. It's terrible. You ride a horse with a spear, trying to get the spear through the little ring on the string. It can't sound not wrong. It can't. No matter which way you say it, it always sounds like you're up to no good. Like you could be arrested for it. How many steps have I done? I've done 1,420 because I've barely been anywhere. Dropped Jess off at work this morning. Didn't have to pick her up because I was on the phones. She had to walk home. So I've done virtually none. I've not been to Tesco. That has just been pretty much going to make cups of tea during the day and going for a shower earlier. That's it. So I need to do a bit more. That's just not, it's nowhere near enough. Top and back will be alright. How's Jess? Jess is alright. Jess is doing alright. A next test is booked for December, I think, but hopefully she'll get a cancellation before then. She's back behind the wheel of a car. Back behind the wheel of a car. She's wielding a car again, back behind the wheel. Which is good. She never went out over the weekend. Well, she did, but she didn't. You know what I mean. You've done 14,500 steps. That sounds like a fortnight to me, that. Still, you did some, I know, but 2,000 a day shouldn't be too much to ask for, should it? I've done over 2,000 just in the house alone on several days. I think stairs climbing counts double. Unfortunately, it's not a really tall house, so I could add an extra 20 on there. Now, I just walk to the top and back a couple of times, that'll do me. Plus, it'll be nice and cold out there, and nice fresh air, and I'll be able to see whether or not the skies are cloudless or fully cloudy again. Because if they're cloudless, I will throw the GoPro out there and just see what happens. But if it was like yesterday, nah, no chance. Just too much cloud, man. Dutch stairs or normal stairs. We have got a treadmill as well, Ali Alio. There's a treadmill. I could do that. But going out, getting a bit of fresh air and looking at the sky, could be happy. You got an after school job where you come from school directly to work on Fridays and then work from 3 in the afternoon till 8 or 9 in the morning. Usually 25,000 steps. Sleep till 4 at your dad's house. See what? It is when you're struggling. I am struggling. Then go out Saturday night. Man to be 18. Exactly, to be 18 again. That's when you're Superman. When you're 18, you can get away with absolutely anything. What's the difference? Dutch stairs or normal stairs? Dutch stairs steeper. If I remember rightly. Dutch stairs are like that. English stairs are like sort of that. Where you can go up nicely and gently. Dutch ones, like, ding, 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 ding. Dutch stairs are like walking up to get to the top of a slide. Much steeper, yep. Got a friend in Rotterdam who keeps falling down her stairs. To the point where people think that her husband's knocking shite out of her. He's not. She's a clumsy fucker, and the stairs are literally just like that. No carpet on them, obviously. No carpet, and I'm walking down them in slippers. Just a recipe for disaster. Oh, man. You have a theory for why the Dutch is a tad taller than the rest of Europe and the world, obviously. Go on, let us know. We were in a pub in Amsterdam, the stairs were close to vertical, not a wise idea. Not in a pub, definitely. In the old houses, they are steep. They were in the one that we had over in Enschede. Noticeably steeper than they are over in the UK. Based on, you see thousands of Dutch tourists every year. You nearly want to sit on your ass and slide down the stairs. They are ridiculous how steep some of them are. They are like that. You can't run down them or you can't run up them. You have to really take your time getting up and down them. I'd be no good at all. But I mean, I'm alright. The ones that we've got here are sound. And I'm so tall that I can hold on to the actual floor above as I get to the bottom of the stairs. Like that, man. Boss. One of the good things about being tall. I can hold on to things to keep me balance. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of them out in the fells. The Lake District isn't full of things to grab hold of when you're about to fall. It used to be, because tiny houses, not much room. I know, and also not just tiny, the thin ones in Amsterdam, thin houses. You can't have a load of stairs going back at a nice angle because it just takes up so much room then. So they've got to be like that, but not in normal houses in the middle of Enschede. They don't need to be like that. Or boozers. Certainly not in bozers. You see plenty of 180cm girls with a boyfriend same height or maybe even taller. The Dutch, so many tall girls have men close to 2 metres. Maybe the girls just prefer men taller with a greater ratio than in other countries. It's like selective breeding. So it's, once you start getting bigger in a country, if you start breeding bigger people become bigger and bigger, just bit by bit. It can happen anywhere. You really need to go to the smallest house in Conwy. Was that the place with the fella who was 6'7" or something, wasn't he? He used to live there. I do, we need to go and do that. I'll write that down. Conwy, smallest house. Apparently the fella who last lived there, the last permanent inhabitant, was 6'4" and struggled in there. So of course I need to go, don't I? With a camera. Definitely with a camera. Welcome to Oh Me Fucking Head. Anyway, and today's Oh, what me fucking head. It's just going to be that all the time, isn't it? The history of this house is on me fucking head. Here you see a lot of small ladies with big fellas or couples about the same height, yeah. But it's just, it's natural selection. The strongest will survive. Ali's spinning. This is definitely fixed. Louise is earning money for every single one of these, you know. I reckon she's fixed it. I reckon she got the Sherpas to come round and sort the wheel out. Disgraceful behaviour. You want to flirt with that, love? Actually, Louise. Yeah, there's something I need to find out what's going on with that. Have a word with Botrix. What are you playing at? It is in beta though at the moment, so it might need fixing. It's one up, one down, so it could probably be being both at the same time. I could be, couldn't I? Head in bed, legs in the shed. There you go. Houses are made for those tall bastards so you can't reach anywhere. Be thankful. At least you're not banging your head on things. I used to do all the time. That's the 4th time it is. Do I have a problem finding shoes? No, they're in the wardrobe, Casper. I don't actually. My feet are not that big. They're only a size 11. UK 11. Which is not really big. My nephew's in a 14, which is ridiculous. I always thought my feet were big, but they're not. They have to be fairly big. If you're tall, your feet have to be fairly big, otherwise you fall forward. But yeah, I think I'm alright. My feet are not that big. Although my nan used to complain all the time. Used to wear Doc Marten boots. These bloody things, wherever I turn round, they're there. It's 122 inches high, 72 inches wide. Is that a song? Is that a John Denver song? You can't use the top shelves in the kitchen. I can, I just can't use the knives or the cooker or anything like that because I'll kill myself. It's not good, is it? Don't try and cut any healthy food because you will slice your fingers off. Make pasta by boil the pasta in boiling water, not a fucking chance, man. I can't do anything. Genuinely can't cook for myself. Unless it's something just microwave or something like that. I can put things in the oven if I can take them out one-handed with an oven glove on a baking tray. But even that I need to be really careful. Saw a guy on Insta talking about how he used a UK4 and was 6'4". Talk about balance issues and only being able to buy kids' shoes. That's ridiculous. How's he done that? We've got an air fryer. I'm trying not to eat any fried food at all, to be honest with you. No matter what it is. Even an air fryer, it's still, the stuff that you're putting in there has been fried beforehand. Things that you buy from the shops to put in the oven has been fried beforehand in real deep fried in oil. So I want to be a little bit more careful about what I'm eating. Loads more fruit, loads more veg, salads and things. Not as much fried food. Just occasionally I'll treat myself, but even that, very, very few and far between. Ali's vertically challenged as well, she is. Use a chair if needed. It is nice being able to reach places. Yeah, using 8.5 to 9ish. UK, right? That you are. Yeah, 8.5 to a 9 UK isn't too bad. But I thought like size 11 I thought was fairly sizey, and then my dad's got size 12s, my nephew's got size 14s, so my shoes don't look big anymore. Stop buying ready-made food from Tesco, it's full of salt. I don't really these days. Ready-made. And the ones anything I do buy from there, I'll check and see how much sodium's in there, and then have a look at what I've eaten during the rest of the day. Which is why on days like today, I'm going to have a microwavy thing later. All I've had rarely is fruit, something that's not full of salt. And it's not just. You can have salt. In fact, if you don't have salt, it's bad for you. You need to have some salt. What you can't have is it constantly. Oh no, you didn't. Oh no, you didn't. You've sent a pic of the smallest house. It's not just the smallest house though, is it? That's the smallest house with an adorable dog. Oh my God, would you look at the adorable dog? Look how small the house is. That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous, look at it. Would I even fit in it? How big is the woman next to it? I've got to go there. I've got to. I've got to go. About 5 foot or so, Ali. Bit taller than that, aren't you? As you did, and then one time you fell down and bumped your head on the fridge, and since living isolated, that's made you so scared. Didn't do it again. Just don't use the top shelves. Wise. Nearly up to 5 foot now. You class sandwiches as a ready meal. I'll look what's in them. And again, I'm careful about how much I take in a day and how much that would be in a week. I can have something that's loaded with salt. It's not an issue. I can order from Mackey's. I can have something that's more than my daily recommendation of salt. More than my daily recommended intake of salt, because I don't eat anything else during the day that's got salt in it, and I don't eat a lot during the week that has any salt in it. So I'm doing way better than I was, which is why my blood pressure is always good when I see it. Whenever it's checked, it's always sound. I think you've got smaller houses. That's a bloody small house, that though. What's the oldest house in the UK? There's a few, isn't there? We need to find out though. Can we Google that now? Oof. Is that the one? The Nap of Hower in Orkney, Scotland, dating back to 3,700 before Christ existed. It's a Neolithic farmstead with one of the oldest dwellings in Europe. The Nap of Hower. Let's have a look at that then. I wouldn't let you stay there, but that apparently is 3,700 years before Christ existed. So that would make it 5,725-ish. I don't know. But a proper livable house. And then I'll have to look into that one. We'll have to have a look. From where your palm ends until the inside of your elbow is your foot length, it is. From there to there is the size of a foot. Just like the two top joints on your index finger is the length of your nose. Yep. There's the size of your thumb is the size of your nose. That apparently is the size of something else. Apparently. You've been there, Tom Ash. It's very roomy for you, very roomy. At least the shelves could be reached, couldn't they? That's near 1,000 years older than the pyramids. It's fucking mad. It needs a roof. It does. It needs a bit of pointing as well. Steve, get yourself up there, mate. Get it sorted. Yeah, there's loads of old houses, isn't there? All over the UK and Ireland. Loads of them. Ones that predate. Again, this burns people's heads out. Predates the United States. Not only as the United States, predates it being actually discovered by Columbus. A mate of mine on Twitter married a girl from Texas, and she came over to live on the Wirral with him, and he took her all over the UK, just blowing her mind constantly with, this clock has been continuously going since before the US was discovered. This house is older than the US, this pub is older than the US. It absolutely blows her mind just how old stuff is over here, because it's an old country, isn't it? Well, the whole of Europe's old anyway, but everywhere you go you can find things which are truly ancient. Newgrange is 5,200 years old. It's one of the oldest places on the face of Earth, isn't it, Newgrange? It's mad. Just shows you what a fantastic species we were. We're not anymore because we're ruining things. Back then we were trying to move forward. We were trying to evolve. Now we're not. I'm definitely worth it. That is a good cup of tea. A good cup of tea. Salford Manor House, continually lived in since 1148. I've just seen that as well. In Somerset, down in Somerset. And if you don't believe me, there you go, 1148, Salford Manor House. That is an old house. Quality, man, quality. Quality, man, quality. Oh, we have an Irish red beer. This is not a drill. This is not a drill. You like those ancient stone bridges? You don't have those. And you'd think you would, considering you've got canals and everything over there. Nice Irish red beer. It's Irish red beer. Yeah, we have loads of the stone bridges as well. That is freaky, that though, isn't it? I mean, 1148, that actually looks like a fairly modernish house. I don't mean like 1970s or something, you know what I mean? It doesn't look like a hole in the ground with a mud and wattle roof or something. It looks like a proper old farm building. That's old, man. That's groovy. Sent a shitty pic, but it's from a house close by that's from the 1420s. There we go. That looks like Liverpool. There's loads of places that look like that, but they were built in the 1910s, 1920s. Very similar architecture. That's boss, look at that, man. I like that. Sean's Bar in Athlone Island is the oldest documented pub in the world, according to Guinness Book of Records, 900 AD. Sean's Bar, Athlone, should we have a look for that as well? Shawnee's Bar, na 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 na. Is this the one? Is that the one? Or is it a completely different one? Ah, right, so it is that, yeah. The pub looks new, parts of the walls are old. Right, so it's... But there's been a pub there since the 900 AD. Proper, man. And it's in the Guinness Book of Records with a Guinness advert on the front. Perfect. That's what you want, isn't it? The form of that house is a bit like your old house. It is. There's a specific Dutch type of architecture, which looks very similar. It must come from a similar kind of background. That obviously. I like it. I like that. There's a few places over here that look like that. Definitely. I like old stuff like that. Things that have lasted for a long, long time. That you can still just go and visit and go in and what have you. Rather than it looks a little bit unsafe. Let's go and knock it down and build a skyscraper on it instead. Knobheads. Look after your history, man. There's Watland Orb walls in the pub. Lovely stuff. It is. So long. What's the oldest? You've got the oldest gay pub actually from 1917. You mentioned it earlier. So the inner walls of Watland Orb. That's in Copenhagen. It's amazing, isn't it? When you think about, if you go around the world and have a look at some of the old stuff they have, how old these things are, how culturally significant they are as well. It's great. More of that. We need more old stuff. I'm only saying that because I'm old now as well. Big up the old stuff. No, I'm talking about big up the old stuff. There's lots of Chester, which is quite old as well, isn't it? Because it's Roman. Bloody Romans. So there's plenty of that that's survived. I've not been round there either since I was a kid. And that I can get to very easily. Make no sense. I might have a look when I go to Wrexham. Find out what's old round there as well. Because there must be loads of really old stuff there. Where can I go and visit? Can't be too far away just in case, obviously. Really old coins were found around the pub too. Not sure how old, but they must be really old. Was that from the jukebox? The slot machine. Hieroglyphic slot machines. That makes sense, wouldn't it? Morning, Jackie. I genuinely love stuff like that. And I hate the way so much. I wasn't watching anything, I'm lying. I was on the Echo website earlier on. And there was a little article of lost places in Liverpool. Places that have been demolished over the years. And it was even stuff like the Cream, the nightclub. So it wasn't all really old stuff. It's just famous parts of Liverpool that have been demolished. Some of the stuff that was demolished is just, it's an affront to nature, how they've done it. The Futurist, the cinema house, which has been demolished and replaced with an absolute eyesore. Loads of places that have just been knocked to bits, which looked amazing. Things that looked like London during the 1950s and 60s. Liverpool looked the same. Now it's been smashed to pieces and there's glass and metal everywhere. It's ridiculous. That's there, centre pick as well. Yeah, it's a similar kind of thing, isn't it? I love that. I like that. And water as well. Always got to be water. Got to be water. It'd be a good song. Hieroglyphic Jukebox would be a fantastic song. We'll have to make that. Jackie, she lasted well. Fair play to her, like, fair play. Red Light District. Oudekerk explain. Apparently 14th century red light district. Very Dutch, brilliant. Not so boast, but Denmark boasts the world's oldest continuous monarchy. It's also home to the world's oldest amusement park. Bakken, yeah, I've seen that. Which opened in 1583. Additionally, Ribe is recognised as the oldest town in Denmark. One of the oldest in the Nordic region, dating back over 1300 years. Another pic from Donald. There we go. Oh, look at that. How adorable. How adorable. The red light district in Pompey still exists, kind of. It does. And there was people who were caught doing things. So when you see the bodies are still there. What a cutie. An absolute cutie. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Lovely stuff. Jesus, man. It's warm now. It's suddenly gone warm. Why is that? Is it warm now? It's warmer now than it was about 3 hours ago. It's bizarre. It's mecca de no science. This chair's making loads of noise. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't know if it needs tightening up. Can you tighten up a chair like this? How bizarre. Any birdies? Any birdies? Not from me. I've had to throw away the bird feeder because it kept falling off or blowing off and smashing. So I need to get a metal one. You're in the red light district with your friend. He said to you, I know you came for the weed and vibe, but I came for the ladies. See you in an hour. Back in 15 minutes and you was higher as a kite. I'm having a hot flush. I am, because we're talking about red light districts, obviously, aren't I? Or I'm going through the menopause, aren't I? The menopause. It's a real thing. Look it up. It's a real thing. I don't know why, but I just feel like crying. Has anyone got any chocolate? If it's noisy, WD-40. Okay. I don't know what's causing it. Don't know where it's coming from. What's making the... Don't know what's causing the noise though. But there's WD-40 there anyway. I chucked it. What did I chuck? What have I chucked? If it's noisy, stick a plug in it. There's not a lot of space behind here to do this. There's literally just... There's a guitar behind me for a start anyway, but... Window. Desk. Wardrobe. Front of desk. So it's difficult to get stuck in. I chucked it. I did chuck it. It was the broken bird feeder. The bird feeder kept blowing away. I saw it in the end, because it's plastic and even when it's full, it's not overly heavy. It was just, it kept blowing into the next door's garden and stuff. And then pigeons would be trying to eat it all up and shitting all over the car, so it's going, moved, not having it. It was broken by the time it fell off for the 5th time. A brass yelled at you for saying no thanks. She was 6 foot in heels and had high hair. She was nearly 2 meters tall. A group of old people went by and looked at you like you'd accosted this poor woman. Humiliating. They must have known. Must have known. Funny is if I fall off the back of the chair. If I fell off the back of the chair now, it wouldn't be funny at all. Disgraceful behaviour, Mandy. This channel is sponsored by Thermos. Because I'm worth it. WD-40 because I creak. And Voltarol because there's nothing on me that isn't in pain. Needed the bin, it did. I'm going to see if I can get a metal one which is a bit more sturdy and then won't blow off the hugh when it's a windy night. Love the smell of WD-40 in the morning. Better than napalm. It's a nice, there's a nice scent to it. I think I also might need that to get rid of the sticker in the back of my car, which is burned in the sun that we've had. Get rid of it, it'd be much better. It's good stuff, WD-40, isn't it? There's even a WD-40 cologne. Say what? Would it be... Does it smell like WD-40? would it be about 20 times more expensive than WD-40? Would it be better just spraying a bit of that behind your ears? The hangy bit on the plastic ones is dodgy. It is, but it's not broken when it comes off. It must be blowing and swinging in the wind until it goes off. It's weird. Weird, man. I couldn't work it out. I thought someone was taking it off to begin with, but I clocked it coming off one day. Or rather, it fell off while I was here, and as I turned round, I saw it in next door's garden. Bizarro. We'll get a metal one, see if it's better. And if not, they can starve, the little bastards. Shitting on my car all the time. WD-40 oily wine goes to my knees. I wish I could use it on my knees. I could do it at the moment. But I can't. It doesn't work. I need something for my knee. I've got my brace in the front room. I could use that, I suppose, couldn't I? But I'm only going to the top of the street and back. I don't need it. Why is it always wine? It's never beer, is it? It's always wine. Yeah. Oh, UBWD-40. Oh, yeah, of course. Oily wine goes to my knees. I fucking hate the UB40. I like the early stuff, but it became shite. Just stick the wire through the holes instead. Make your own handy bit. Filt, Mandy, filt. You got it. That's because I'm knackered. That's why. I'm knackered and my brain doesn't work properly. I couldn't work out what the tune was. It's not my fault. A big boy done it and ran away. It's not lurking, what Tomash is doing there. It's peregrine falconing, which I saw at the Ainsdale Beach last week, didn't I? Just ready to swoop in and say, right, you got that one wrong, this is it. Yeah, on Merlin. Herring gull, peregrine falcon. Walk, get in there, my son. It's a new lifer. Hangbit. What do you call me? FOJ indeed. You are peregrinating, definitely. Peregrinating. Just waiting. Any second now. 600 mile an hour they fly at, don't they? I've seen that. Seen it on the internet. Beautiful birds. Beautiful plumage. I don't know why. I've seen that at school. I don't know what we were reading, but a peregrine falcon came up and I just thought it was the most amazing thing I'd ever seen. So I've loved them ever since. I've never seen one in the real life situation. Certainly not one screaming after another bird. Fucking hell, man. He's not even joking. Actually, for women and men. Women first, obviously. Smells like WD-40. How much is that? If that's about 20 times more expensive than WD-40, then these people are absolute chances. The whale's gone mad. The whale has gone mad. You wish you could write in Leslie Laszlo Cravensworth. Would that be Matt Berry by any chance? Signing Off was a great album, you had that. Yeah, the early stuff was superb, but then as soon as bands start trying to hit it big on the charts, they lose all their edge, I don't think. What's the biggest falcon you have in the UK? Oh, I don't know. Oh, I don't know. Oh, I don't know. Couldn't find the price. Probably a decent bit more expensive. It's ridiculous. Probably seen one, just not realise what it is. I know you notice kestrels and things like that, and hawks. You can recognise them, red kites and things like that. Recognise what they look like, or how they're flying. Kestrels hovering near motorways and things. But yeah, peregrines normally just zooming, aren't they? Flying at 6,000 million miles an hour. Matt Berry and What We Do in the Shadows. He's a genius in that role. Him and Natasha together. Kevin Novak is an absolutely incredible dude in general. Very good at voices and accents. If it hovers in place, that's it. No, Kestrels hover in place as well. There's more peregrines in inner cities now, isn't there? Never used to be. They're finding out that there's... Just go and find somewhere tall. Like in New York, there's loads of them. Just nesting in the massive skyscrapers. And then, because there's pigeons everywhere, there's just a permanent source of food. He's alright, he's had a different feed as our Domingos Duarte, El Gato Más Guava del Mundo. White-tailed eagle, the biggest in Ireland and UK. We do have some big boids, don't we? Some really big boids. Those pelicans in Cuba were the biggest things I think I've seen. Genuinely thought there was a plane going over, a World War II plane, and then looked up and it was a fucking pelican. Ugly bastard thing. Massive though, mazzy birds, lad. I'm talking about food anyway. Shower of bastards. Starving here. Starving. And I also need to go and buy more stuff tomorrow, obviously. I need another Tesco trip. I need to buy more fruit. Loads more fruit. Why doesn't fruit last long enough? Apart from the fact that I've ate everything in one day. I mean, in general, why doesn't it last long enough? Why? Why, Delilah? Right, so it's the same as over there, just have to translate, and Havern is the biggest here, and it's the same as the white-tailed eagle. Adam, how you doing, bud? Time you were all in bed. Feet up, chilling, relaxed. I've got to go for a walk yet. You are preparing your day tomorrow. You're feeling a bit under the weather. Oh. Don't work too hard, Tomash. Can't be doing that. Supermarket apples last for ages. They do, apart from jazz apples. Jazz apples lasted seconds in this house. I only bought them because of the name, and then me nephew is going absolutely apeshit. Me Mark was buying Gala apple. Which are the Gala apples? I think so. I don't know. Can't remember. Gala melons. I know Gala apples, and they're not as good as jazz apples. How can anything be as good as jazz apples? For fuck's sake, man. Wingspan of 240 centimetres. 1.2445 nicks. That's a smidge over 6'2", that, isn't it? Just watched Happy Gilmore 2. It was shit. I wasn't expecting any miracles from it, to be honest with you. The first one was funny but also shit, I found. Wasn't expecting much. Adam Sandler was appearing as Adam Sandler in every film Adam Sandler's ever been in. 1.325 views. Have I taken over from Freddo's in the measuring department? See if the sky is clear, enough time-lapse and meteors. There should be. I'll take one of my cameras with me. Just leave it outside, pointing upwards. The GoPro has got a night-lapse feature, I think it's called. But I don't know if it'll be too light here in general. With street lamps and everything. Doesn't look cloudy, but it's dark, so I don't know. Could be. Don't know. Don't know until you get out there, do you? But yesterday you could see the clouds, and you could see how many of them there were, and there was just too many. Annoying that. But it's supposed to be crying. What the fucking hell is wrong with me? It's supposed to be raining at some point soon as well, isn't it? No, that's moved till midnight now. But it's still going to rain, so... Could try the back garden, might make a difference. It does and it doesn't, because there's lights in the back. And also we've got 2 trees, so it covers up the sky. Which is a ball ache. What I could do, if the sky was going to be clear enough, I could go upstairs, the spare bedroom upstairs, just open the window, put a camera there, pointing towards the sky. I could do that. And also it wouldn't get nicked, would it? 240 is 35.82 Freddos, 240 centimetres. They've gone ridiculous in price, Freddos, nowadays. It's raining in Aber, just started. It's going to be the same all over the UK, isn't it? It always is. As soon as you get told there's going to be a meteor shower, just cloud everywhere. How many times have we had, like, eclipses? It's going to be a fantastic eclipse sound. Mother Nature decides to throw as many clouds out there as she can. Bastards. Most of the country here was dry today, but some areas like here, with you got a month's rain in a day. Month's rain in a day. Weather was moody. Roof at the back. I can't get onto the roof. I can't get into any roof at the moment. I can't go up steps. Can't even go up a step ladder. I've got a step ladder. My real ladder left home when I was 8. Yeah, there's loads of places where I could put cameras if I could get up a set of ladders, but I can't. Last one for the crack. Go on. This is going to be the exact same one as earlier, isn't it? It's going to be a coffee. Oh my God, you got coffee just before bed as well. A late night coffee. Well, it's better than some of the other ones we've had. So we'll have that. We can make an Irish coffee as well. Absolutely. Throw some Jameson in there. Keep everyone happy. Keep on your toes. There we go. Freshly brewed coffee. Oh my God, it's amazing. Lovely stuff. Lovely stuff. Good for sleeping. It is. Speaking of good for sleeping, Everton are playing. Everton kick off in half an hour. If anyone's struggling to sleep, go and watch about 10 minutes of that. You'll be absolutely away with it. Bastards. Where's the TARDIS? Oh, man. Yes, West Ham versus Everton from Soldier Field, Chicago. It's on Sky, it is, Tomash, it is. Soldier Field. Isn't that Chicago Bears, is that? Soldier Field. Over in the US of States. Do the planes. You'll have to talk about planes to do that. And by talking about doing the planes, that's talking about planes, isn't it? Is he playing? Morning, Jackie. Yeah. 11:30 kick-off, West Ham versus Everton. Have we got the lineups? Let's have a look at the lines-ups. Travers in goal. Mikalenko, O'Brien, Kane, Patterson, Ganagay, Irabunum, McNeil, Harrison Armstrong, Ilian Jai, the skilly man, and Beto up front. Who's on bench? Pickford, Tarkovsky, Barry, Chimiti, Charlie Alks, Garner, Harry Tyler, Jay Clark, Tyler Onyango. I thought he'd gone to Stockport. Isaac Heath and A. Thomas. I thought Tyler Onyango looks like a basketball player, by the way. He's about 6'5" and like that. Seen him outside Goodison. Oh, did we just drop out a sec, did we? Tarkovsky back on the bench. Check Viaplay. Iron your booing slacks. Do you know what? I genuinely believe you've got booing slacks as well. Do you get Danish TV shows on your Viaplay? Will you not be in your Leber? Is that bed? And Yango delayed as we've got no players. Yeah, I saw him outside the street end for the last game of the season. Genuinely looks like a basketball player. He's that tall and that thin. You know, they get many overly muscular basketball players. They're always like that. That's what he looks like. Good player as well, actually. Labba, there you go. Mr. Labba, man, Labba. Mr. Labba Labba. You got a lot of Nordic and English on Viaplay, but nothing Dutch. I can't find any Dutch. I can't find anywhere to watch the Dutch football at all. Who have West Ham got? I've got no idea about who half of this West Ham team is. Don't know if that's a good sign or a bad sign. Crime stuff, yes, but you cancel for now. I'm going to continue when the Premier League starts again. What does that flashy little finger mean? Which flashy little finger? Which one? I don't know. What you're on about? I don't know. Unless that's not my flashy little finger. What? You can't even watch Dutch footy. It's stupid. It used to be on Sky for a while. And now I can't watch any of it. Bastards. You have to pay a lot. Should just be on. Wankers. Well, I need to go for a walk and I'm hungry, so... You know what this is. What finger? Stiff Little Fingers, what a band that is. Alternative Ulster, what a tune, man. Yeah, but when the screen goes clean, you know what that means. Dancing shoes on. Come on, dancing shoes. Get up and have a boogie, come on, we can do this. Tim Howard on Sky. The Secretary for Defence, they used to call him. But obviously got turkey teeth now, has he? Been over to the turkey lad, hasn't he? Turkey lad. Anyway, dancing shoes, come on. How long's the lighthouse been out? Good question.
Another great night here at the Paris Pause. Folks, go give yourself a round of applause. We've had a good chat, told the odd joke. Now get in our hot tub for a post-stream soak.
And that's that.